Hello, gang. How you doing? Welcome back to Aldi. Perhaps I can get you some cheap steaks. Maybe maybe like a metric fuck ton of Diet Coke. They do like those crates like 24, except like the crate of 24 is on a crate that has 24 of those. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know what Aldi's doing, but they've got fucking bulk shit. I have no idea what Ed Deathloop is, but I hope it was fun. Do it! Do it! Do it! Can you see all of me? Walk into my history. Step inside and hold on for dear life.
Scrub-a-dub-dub. This burb's in the tub.
You ain't nothing. You're lying. You're telling fibs and lies in my video game. I am at Aldi. Hey, gang. I am at Aldi. Why am I capturing the game? I should be doing that. There we go. Look at that. Wait, what? Huh. I guess that's just like... I guess the menu on this game doesn't have like a background. Ain't that funky? The whole game is played on this tablet. Anyway, I've been told that my resident Alice in Wonderland expert will be here shortly. She's just getting some food. It is Alice in Wonderland Day. Today we celebrate Alice in Wonderland, a book that I really like, but that Zoe likes better, so... No, it's not that Zoe likes it better, it's that she's in the fandom, I suppose. Yay, pets! Yay! Like, and I read the books when I was younger, but Zoe's, like, kept over it and read adaptations. There'll be no song requests today unless Zoe leaves, because I can't do song requests and also talk to someone. It distracts me. Yeah, you can sulk all you want. It's probably just some fucking Chucky Egg music or whatever. But of course, it's not just Alice in Wonderland today. Today is also one of the most important days in history. I am, of course, talking about the UK election. And that's it. There's nothing else. What song is this? It's, Can You See All of Me?
Dunconatory Day.
I mean, no, you cannot just send random music links in chat. But yes, today is the UK election. If you are here and you're in the UK and you haven't voted yet, you should. I give you permission to leave this stream and come back when you voted. Polls don't close until, was it 10 o'clock tonight? Yes, 10 o'clock tonight, yeah. So please do that. I went to the polls this morning. Yes, bring your ID. This is the first election that you have to have ID, which is cringe and sucks. But that's the shit we've been handed, I'm afraid. I wonder if I can get some lo-fi hip hop. What are those beats that people study to? Lo-fi beats to relax and study to. Yeah, here we go. I'll just stick that on the background. There we go. So yeah, so make sure to bring your ID. Dungeon Synth, absolutely fucking not. I don't even know what Dungeon Synth is, but we're not doing it. But yes, I went and voted this morning. I decided to vote Liberal Democrat in the end. Lib Dems. Usually I vote tactically. And usually voting tactically means voting for Labour. But I don't feel quite the need to do that this year because of the massive Tory backlash we're seeing. So I voted Lib Dem. I don't know if that's the right choice. I kind of think I might align more with the Greens, but then again, the Greens don't have much of a chance, even less of a chance than Lib Dems do. So, well, the Tories, the Conservative Party. They are the Republicans of the UK, except possibly worse, believe it or not. Because they don't have a constitution holding them back. Honestly, even, like, the Tories are almost definitely gonna get decimated. Like, yes, the enemy, yes. Like, the Tories are gonna get decimated, but, like, at this, I'm not sure how much better Labour is at this point, to be honest. But aren't the Greens against... Why would the Green Party be against green energy? What? What the fuck does that mean? I thought that was their whole thing. Or I grossly misunderstood what the Greens stood for. I mean, nuclear is pretty green energy. Like, for what we need for energy, nuclear is a pretty good option. For once, the nuclear option is probably the best one. Like, wind and solar, obviously, good energies. But nuclear is also pretty good. I'm in favor of nuclear energy. But yeah, unfortunately this year, both of the main parties, both the Tories and Labour have decided that trans people have to go, so... The Labour this year are also the party of trans hate. Both parties, for once, have decided that we need to be the sacrificial lamb, so... I don't know how much better it's going to be getting for trans people, even with the Tories out. I'm still planning on leaving the country at some point. It's true, I love having a choice between right-wing and right-wing. Yeah, you're being sacrificed. The sacrificial lamb, that's you. Yeah, that's... Sorry, it's just what it's gotta be. But yeah, no, it is big sucks, obviously, that neither of the big parties are pro-trans right now. But that's also part of why I voted Lib Dems, so... Did you know that the Lib Dems are acknowledged by non-binary people? That's a big step forward. And I think the Tories might actually be worse than the American Republicans, to be honest. Like, it's hard to put a line between them, but I don't particularly think either of them are, like, I don't know. The one thing I'm worried about is this Reform Party. Like, a lot of people seem to be saying they're going to vote for the Reform Party, which is just UKIP under a different name. So that's worrying. Oh dear. It'll say the entire pizza got both hiccups. Let's call that Liberal Democrats. No, they're just called Liberal Democrats, the Lib Dems. They just call themselves the Lib Dems.
Glad to see my tax dollars aren't going to waste.
Atlas_AIC just subscribed for 16 months.
Oh, thank you for the subscription, Atlas. Thank you very much. But yeah, so, yep. Literally what you see is what you get. You get the Lib Dems. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a shorter washing while I talk and we wait for Zoe. Let's clean SpongeBob's house while we wait for Zoe. Because I don't want to start without her. Oh yeah, I've been the entire game, yeah. But yeah, so it is fucking wild. I love the game Power Simulator. Like, it's amazing. If they do hammer the Tories into third place, that would be sick. Oh yeah, the game audio is quiet. It's always quiet and fucking... How do I rotate it? I always forget how to rotate it. I always have it quiet for Power Simulator because the the sound of water spraying gets rather annoying after a while. I can turn up a little bit, but I ain't turning up much. Yeah, the game audio is literally just white noise. Oh, by default to rotate. Oh, no, I've changed it. Does require even more than expected tactical voting, though? We'll see. I think third place would, like, decimate the Tory party. Like, I don't know what they'd even do if they got into third place. That would be, like, historic. Like, they would have to, like, get rid of everyone. That'd be, like, a brand new party. Ow. Lib Dems are centrist. No, the Lib Dems are the leftists. Well, they're more leftist than Labour are, anyway. Labour is centrist. Labour is like centre-right. The UK has the UK doesn't really have a big leftist party. Like, it's just like everyone is slightly more left than the other. But most of them are just centre-right. Lib Dems are like... Lib Dems, I would say, are like further left than most. I know. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on the election results tonight. We're expecting the full results tomorrow tomorrow morning. So, but there are a few constituencies that like finish off really quickly because there's like 4 people in them. Like there's just like 4 people in them, and they're like, oh yeah. Then they just count the votes. Like John hasn't voted yet. Let's wait for him. Gotta wait for John to vote. Like there's one constituency that's like always the first every year, because like I said they have like 4 people. It's like okay. How's this box not clean yet? Get clean. Get clean, get clean, get clean. It's true. Every time someone who's like got actual left-wing beliefs gets into a position of power in the Labour Party, like all the media like just goes after them like, no, we can't have these people. We got to get rid of them. Like obviously Jeremy Corbyn was the last one who got shafted, so. Turns out when you have left-wing beliefs, then you are pretty much against big media conglomerates as well, because you have left-wing beliefs. So they just go after you. And that's not good for a politician. But now that happens, I know, right? Turns out having the people who run massive news corporations be against you is really annoying. At least in my fiction when it comes to politics, they're fairly straightforward. Your fiction. And of course, today is also the 4th of July for Americans, otherwise known by the rest of the world as the the worst day ever. The day everything started going to shit. Day of pets being scared. That's true as well. No one likes fireworks. Well, some people like fireworks, but they're incorrect too. Doesn't like American independence. Wait, is July 4th American Independence Day, or was the day America was founded? Or am I wrong about that one? We're waiting for Zoe before we start the Wonderland stuff, so... Isn't that the same moment? Is it the same moment? Did you become independent and found a country on the same day? That's ridiculous. You can't be doing all that. That's too efficient. That's too much efficiency right there. Bad moment either way. Worst moment. Why'd you have to do that? Who have got to vote in to get rid of America? I think there should be a UK party that, like, their official stance is that they don't recognize America. I'd vote for them. Lo-fi hip-hop to kill and maim too. Fair enough, I will vote and count bin face then. That's gonna be a vote well cast. I would never kill or maim, just personal opinion. Wow, you're lame. Look at this guy. This guy doesn't kill or maim. Could not be me. I hope Zoe's hurrying up with her food. Almost. I believe you. The people didn't come here for SpongeBob. Although they should have done. Everyone should be here for SpongeBob. You're here for SpongeBob? Kira Cat's here for SpongeBob, so take as long as you like. It's the sponge. Oh, hey, Ellie. You'll leave for company highlights and inspire me to finally work out PNG Plus. Good, it's a good program. Look, I can do emotions. You can't do that with normal PNGs, can you? Can we have a shout out for Eddie Spectacular, please? Some of you may know Eddie Spectacular as Duffings on YouTube. A great YouTube pooper. Fantastic videos. Including my favorite, which I've shown a few of you, the Princess Book. The Princess Book is my favorite YouTube poop, and Ellie made it.
Time to power wash Jody J-Lo.
Great pooper. Honestly, top 10 poopers. Oh, it's great. Me and Zoe constantly quote, "if you want," to each other all the time. If you want. Well, cause Poopsmith. Yo, like from Homestar Runner? Hell yeah. My people, sus among us. Why you do this?
If you want.
If you want.
If you want.
If you want. Fucking love If You Want so much. If you want.
It's so good.
It is. Anyway, hello.
It's not even like it's unaltered from the original source. It's just
it's just in
it's put in such a good
it's
context.
funny.
Yeah.
If you want.
If you want.
Anyway, it's Zoe.
She did not love him at this time.
She did not love him this time. I love the part where the eel attacks and he's just like, "Nah, it's kissing again." You don't want to hear that.
I fucking love that part so much.
Anyway, look at Zoe. Now Zoe is
Hello, Chad. Hello, everybody. Hi, Ellie.
Zoe's here to be our resident Alice in Wonderland expert.
Yes.
Obviously, like I said earlier, I've read the original books, but I didn't go much further than that. Zoe knows all about Alice in Wonderland.
I don't know about all.
She knows everything about Alice in Wonderland.
Okay.
She's read adaptations. That's fucked up. You can't be doing that. I read the original books and then looked briefly into America McGee's Alice.
What? Fuck you.
It wasn't what I was looking for at the time.
No, fair enough. Sorry.
The only reason I looked into it is...
You can tell I'm passionate because you said that you didn't love a piece of fiction that I like, and I went, fuck you!
Yeah, no.
As opposed to the usual, that's okay.
It's not that I didn't... Okay, here's the thing, is that it's not that I didn't like it. I didn't give it much of a chance at the time, because the only reason I looked into it was because American McGee obviously worked on the original Doom games. And I was like, damn, American McGee made something new. Oh, wait, this isn't like Doom at all. What the fuck?
It's a little more like Doom than you might think when you start playing.
Really?
Yeah, because you get all kinds of wacky weapons and stuff.
Maybe I'll give it another look then.
I'll say this about American McGee's Alice. Mm-hmm. It's not good.
Okay.
It's just... It has a lot of very good creative things going on. Fair
enough.
But it plays like shit.
It plays like shit.
You're gonna want to do a lot of save stating.
I guess that's why he stopped making video games and started making plush rabbits for the mentally ill. Which is what he does nowadays, apparently.
I mean, no, he's still trying to make a new Alice game,
I know,
but that's sort of stopped now.
But it's a different kind of not good.
Who's got the rights for it? EA or something? I don't know. They killed it.
Yeah. But yes, anyway, so since it's Alice in Wonderland Day, I thought what we needed was a white rabbit and a queen, so we're here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. You're right. That's cute. I like that. I made a little broadcast queen piece for the occasion as well.
Can I put it on stream?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Is that the
Ellie? If you're still there, Ellie,
oh.
you're gonna see some. You're gonna find the style a little bit familiar.
Oh, did you put? Is this the finished piece that you sent me, or is there an up to date one?
No, there's a on the socials. I can send you the.
Yeah, just.
Uh-huh.
Who are you voting for in the Wonderland elections this year? Me.
The Griffin, I think.
Here we go. Here is the piece that Zoe made.
The Griffin's like nice. The Griffin's just like a nice person, so I feel like that one he would do good. Here it is.
It
is a recreation of the original illustration for the chapter Advice of a Caterpillar from a Caterpillar. But it's broadcast queen and a U-bot.
Yeah, it's cute.
I think it's nice.
Very nice. Give everyone
And the way I've done like the environment is very similar to how Ellie does her art.
I did think that when you
like the
first showed
vectors
it
and
to me, I was
stuff.
like, oh, did Ellie do that background? But I guess it was you.
It was me. I used to do art like that myself as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It does. It looks very good. And I'll give everyone a few more seconds to take that in, and it's gone. Fuck you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Chad.
This.
How would that be Lois Griffith? What do you? Okay.
I mean, I could leave. I don't know where I'd put it on stream. I was thinking a way I could leave it up, but like, I guess I could make it very small.
Kirakat says, I'm gonna say something that will absolutely get me banned, but I thought that was Lois Griffin fan art for a frame. I'm very curious.
I guess it's the orange
How?
head.
Does she have an orange head? I don't know what
She has orange hair, I think.
Okay.
The horse is here.
Peter.
Anyway, let's get started with the Alice in Wonderland DLC. So
Let's do it.
There's 6 things to clean, but we probably won't get through them all because it takes a very long time. But we'll see how far we get in a few hours. First of all, we got the Wonderland entrance hall. Down the rabbit hole. Would you like to read the intro text?
I thought you were gonna say, would you like to read Alice in Wonderland while I do this?
Yeah, would you like to read the entirety of the book?
I have the book in front of me, so I can.
I know you do. Do not do that yet.
Not yet. Okay. Aha! This is from the White Rabbit. Aha! Hold on. I'm the White Rabbit. Hello. Yes. Oh, very very good. Yes. Aha! The fix it with the portable spittle gun. And not a moment too soon. Hurry, hurry! An awful child, of that there can be no doubt, has besieged us. Not only did she eat and drink that which wasn't hers, but she then cried herself a river with which to make her escape. She has besmirched both the reputation of wonderful children the world over and the walls of our once great hall. I'm already far too late to explain it much more, but we would very much appreciate you getting to it. The sooner you can be done, the sooner we can all forget it ever happened in the first place.
Let's go.
Shall I read the chapter that he was talking about just now?
Whoa.
Whoa, you fell down the hole.
I fell down the hole. Oh, damn, she really made a mess of this place.
Seriously. It's all like washed out because of the water, I guess.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Cute.
Oh, hi.
Oh my god, the Cheshire Cat.
Hello.
Do they often have NPCs in Power Washer?
No, never. That's the first time I've seen one. Okay. Well, this seems like it won't take too... Is that a physics object? You don't see those very often either.
Damn, Wonderland is crazy.
They've really gone all out. Okay, let's start with the entrance.
Oh
The
my god, it's the
giggler,
fucking
oh no.
giggler. It's the giggler.
It's the giggler. We gotta get rid of this guy. Oh, they got fucking jawbreaker all over my wall.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Welcome to our great hall. I hope that we can trust you to behave more reasonably than that child Alice.
Alice really did behave rather rudely in her time in Wonderland.
She
But
really-
so did everybody else.
A more awful creature you couldn't hope to find by adding whiskers, sharp claws, and calling it a... So glad they gave these
Oh, because
creatures
it's a mouse.
phones.
Doesn't want to say cat.
No, I can't even say it.
No, I shan't say it.
I shan't.
I shan't. That's such a fun part of the book that adaptations tend to just ignore. Is when she's talking to a mouse who's like in distress and she's kind of trying
Alice
to console the cat.
represented
The mouse would
principles
just
of
keeps bringing up her
Britishness
cat.
in arriving in a new country.
Like just like will not stop and constantly goes like, oh, I'm so sorry anyway, and then just like brings up her cat again. It's like, Alice, shut the fuck up. Like
She's such an absent-minded little child.
she's very self-centered because she's she's a rich child. She always gets whatever she wants, you know.
Yeah.
So she's very self-centered. She's very judgmental. It's great. She's a fantastic protagonist to let loose in a world like Wonderland.
She is self-centered, but she plays at being extremely nice. She has been brought up well.
Exactly, yeah.
Means she has hyperfixation herself and her cat.
Oh, you're right. It's my fault.
I don't have an ego. It's just I have a hyperfixation of myself. But no, Zoe's never played Power Wash Simulator before, so I'll briefly explain the mechanics.
I mean, I've seen it.
I know, but the mechanic that's going to be important to you is that every 25, you see that meter at the top left that says percent clean? Every 25% we get a text from a character. In the base game, they're just people who have asked you to power wash their cars and stuff. But obviously, in this DLC, they could be anyone. So
it could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
But they're probably Alice in Wonderland characters.
Most likely, yes. So I will warn you when we're getting close to 25%, because I assume you'll want to do some voice acting for that.
Of course. Doesn't Alice end up in Wonderland because she's throwing a tantrum and running from home? No, she's just really fucking bored as she is listening to her sister talk about, like, what was it, like, generals or something? Let's see. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice, she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations? Because, like, the sister's, like, studying or something.
So real, so true.
So true, though, for real. So she's just really, really bored and having trouble staying awake when she sees a rabbit in a little coat exclaim that he is so very, very late and then run into a rabbit hole. And so she's like, that seems like fun and interesting. I'm following that rabbit.
It seems more interesting than what this bitch is doing. I'm going after that guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, yeah, I'm bored. I'm going to Wonderland. See ya!
See ya, loser. Keep studging, dumbass.
Like, Alice in Wonderland is so... It's so fun because there's no ongoing plot. There's no goals. It's just Alice just wandering around and finding characters that she's annoyed by.
It's great.
It's fantastic.
I love it so much. Like, it really goes to show that you do not need any sort of justification to write something. Like, you can't just write.
That's the entire reason it exists, is Lewis Carroll was, he created the book out of spite because everybody at that time was like, we gotta have the good narrative, the story, the fucking hero's journey, blah, 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 blah. And he was just like, no, fuck that shit. I just wanna... A book can just be some random stuff that happens. It's fine.
I'm just gonna write and I'm gonna keep writing.
Yep.
And it's great.
The entire book is just, it's spite. It's spite in that sense. It's spite with like, his annoyance with the mathematical community. Which that's all, like, a lot of things that happen in the book are metaphors for math bullshit.
Yeah.
And despite my great love for Alice in Wonderland, that is something that I've never managed to really internalize. Big surprise for someone who can't fucking do math.
Yeah, you hate math. What do you want about?
I know, right?
But you can't bring yourself to hate the math community. I guess back in those days, like, there's probably more of an upper crust to, like, new math.
Oh yeah.
The state of the education. So it's just like those fucking pompous math people.
Wait, the bitch's journey instead of the hero's journey. That's awesome.
That's cool.
The rules. I've only seen a Tim Burton film that's probably not good. That's not good.
That's not good.
It's, I don't like that version very much. But hey, at least it's not the sequel, which is absolute dog shit. And no one should ever be subjected to that one.
I'm gonna be honest, like, everything that, actually, we've had this conversation before. I know I am incorrect to call that particular art style the Tim Burton art style, but everything that looks like that the layman would term the Tim Burton art style, I've never really found myself wanting to watch.
And I think that's a shame, because Henry Selick, whose style it actually is fantastic.
I'm sure he is. It just, I find the style off-putting.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the point. I
guess that's
you don't have to like that. I understand if if it's not for you, because yeah, it is a bit off-putting, but for me that is like part of the charm of it,
No, that's fair enough.
which is similar to like the original Alice in Wonderland illustrations. We'll bring it back.
There is
Those look pretty weird a lot of the time.
yeah. I do find it. There's part of me that hates the contradiction, where I like the idea of art that is made to be off-putting, but all the time I can't bring myself to consume the art that's made to be off-putting because it is off-putting.
It's because it is off-putting. I get that. Off puts your mug too close to the edge of the table. You're gonna get me with that, Mel's. I am that kind of person who like gets all uppity about like you have to use a coaster, don't put it close to the edge of the table. I'm gonna kill you.
I did learn that the first day I was over at Zoe's house. Like I put down a drink and she was like, "Excuse me, can you put down a coaster?" Like she's in a Tails Gets Trolled comic.
I have furniture that I would like to keep good.
Glass.
Okay,
The glass isn't gonna get stained.
it will.
Okay. I don't think.
I don't know. It's just like listen. If you just do it with every cup, then you have it more internalized, and then you won't forget to do it with some of them.
I guess that's true. I just didn't think you'd want me putting the cup down on Long Neck's beautiful face.
But that's what the coaster is for.
I know.
Longneck is a character of the Efteling. I have Efteling coasters for those.
It's
Dude, the Efteling is also a thing where the art is kind of fucking weird, and it really works.
I didn't find that. I didn't find the Efteling art weird at all.
Maybe not fucking weird. It's a little weird. It looks a little strange.
It's asexual weird.
The Efteling is very asexual. You're correct.
I'd hope so. It's a theme park. Welcome to a new theme park where we have nothing but sex. Like what? No. Freaks.
Efteling After Dark.
What?
Efteling After Dark.
You said that like it was a real thing on the scale. It's like what?
No. I mean, the more literal thing, which is Efteling being open after dark, that has happened. It's been like around New Year's. It's open.
Ooh,
Ooh.
text.
So, do you know what this Alice did?
Yeah, I do. I've read the book a bunch of times.
I'll tell you.
I think you missed a spot. There you go. Damn, mouse type slow.
Yes.
First, she wafted around, saying how ridiculous it was to have a room filled with different sized doors.
She's right. I can't disagree with her.
It is quite strange.
Yeah.
Does she not realize how ridiculous it is to call something ridiculous before even taking the time to ask someone, is this in fact ridiculous?
So true.
So true. Hey, you know what? My love for Efteling also extends to me being very critical of some of like interpretations.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you mean
far,
Alice in Wonderland rather than the Efteling?
did I say Efteling?
You did, yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean Alice in Wonderland. And so far, I feel like this is catching the vibe.
Yeah, no, it's very impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the DVD version caught the vibe better. I think the Red Queen should have just thrown hatchets at Alice.
Not enough boss fights against the Red Queen. I can only think of one.
That's true. This is positively ridiculous, gotta say. It's true though, you should ask someone, is this ridiculous? Because, you know, maybe you're wrong.
Well, yeah, it's because, like, it might seem strange to you who doesn't know the full context and purpose of something. But then if you ask someone, you know, they'll explain it and you go like, oh, no, you know, now that I see it from your perspective, I get it, you know?
I think it was Kiraka earlier that said something like Alice showing how British she is by getting into a strange place, immediately insulting everything, then fucking everything up.
True.
Yeah, Alice did this by crying herself a river.
Yeah. An ocean, actually.
An ocean. That's too much. You gotta stop crying, that girl.
But in her defense, she was very big at the time, so.
That's true. Alice and the Stanley Parable. Oh, imagine if the Stanley Parable was set in Wonderland. That'd be fucking fantastic.
It would fit. It would work.
I hope the creator Stanley Parable does something else soon. I love his stuff so much.
It'd be very cool.
Yes.
Crossover of the fucking century, real.
Have you played The Beginner's Guide? That's like one of my favorite games of all time.
I have, yeah, it's very good.
It is very good. I love that game so fucking much.
I should play it again sometime.
Yeah.
It's very, very strong.
There's a new game that Day Warren is heading. Oh, what is it? Tell me.
Yo. Hey, also, fun fact, I actually still haven't eaten dinner. I was just doing the...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I was finishing my little thing. I got, you know how I am.
I know how you are. But you also had a pre-arranged stream to get to.
Yeah. Anyway. What do I order?
I know, what do you want to order? What are you feeling? Can you order stuff that makes you grow or shrink in size? I guess technically all food makes you grow in size if you eat enough of it.
Yeah. Anyway, no. That is not a thing I can do, I'm afraid.
Damn. Not even Alice in Wonderland, though.
Also, that game is called Wonder Stop.
Yes.
When do I get to go to Wonderland, dude?
Have you followed any White Rabbits lately?
You. I guess I followed you a while ago.
Yeah, you followed me a while ago. And at the Efteling, and you still didn't get to Wonderland, so really.
Well, yeah, but that's because you were too late. Last year, there was Wonderland in the Efteling.
Oh, that's fucked up. Based on trailer, seems to be a cozy game. We run a tea shop. Perhaps a deconstruction of cozy games. Hard to say at this stage.
The protagonist seems cool and like they've got some baggage.
Gender?
A little bit.
No, I'm asking you what gender they are.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. What gender
I mean,
they appear to be based on the design?
I would guess female.
Okay.
But who's to say?
Who is to say? But you know, we can only go based off appearances at this early stage. So.
If you flip a coin and think about what you want, that will help you choose, potentially. Well, I would first have to pick two things.
Okay, so what was did you have the last time you ordered?
Well, I mean, I ate pizza yesterday, but that was just like a frozen pizza.
Okay. So not pizza. Maybe a burger? Gender? Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want.
Anyone else seen this Soviet Alice in Wonderland cartoon? I need to watch it. I know the one you're talking about. It's got crazy fucking visuals. I really need to watch that
I have
one.
no idea what you're talking about.
It is this like crazy animated version of it's like a mixed media Alice in Wonderland adaptation where they've got like these paper dolls and stuff. It's crazy. There's also the one where there's like a living cow skull. That's a different one. That one is very scary, apparently. I need to watch that one too.
Huh.
Also, for anyone wondering what I think the best adaptation is, which I guess better is like for anyone wanting to read Alice in Wonderland but not really wanting to read the whole book, the original whole book, my suggestion is to get the Dark Horse Comics adaptation, because all of the dialogue is lifted directly from the book and it has very, 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 very good art that is...
For instance, could there be a perfectly good reason why this place has so many differently sized doors?
So the art is like on par with the original. Like it feels very similar in vibe to the original illustrations. Perhaps the edibles who use the doors are also of different sizes. That's a good point.
That sounds unlikely.
It does.
That would be insane. That'd only be the case in some form of Wonderland.
Perhaps every Sunday all those edibles converge here for tea and conversation?
It looks so much nicer now.
It does.
And how would you expect a walrus to see a door designed for to use a door designed for dormouse?
Which is a different character from the mouse that we are getting the messages from.
Utterly ridiculous!
So now it is you deciding what is ridiculous. Fascinating. I'm very smart. This mouse is hypocritical. Send him to the vault.
But this mouse is a local and therefore knows best.
Yeah, true. Get you engaged in society. Get you engaged in tea every Sunday afternoon.
You engage in weird society.
In weird society. Would you engage in weird society, Zoe?
I'd love to.
Why can't you be in norm society like everyone else?
Cause I'm too weird.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Cause I'm a freak. I'm a weirdo. I don't belong here.
You don't belong here. You gotta get out of here.
Wait, the original line is creep, but I didn't want to say creep. Because I'm not a creep.
You're not a creep? You're not a creepy crawly? Not a creep?
I'm not a crepe.
You could...
I'm not a crepe from France.
Don't call it a crepe. Sorry, a crepe?
A crepe.
Don't call it a crepe.
No, it's not. It's a crepe.
It's a crepe.
Le crepe.
Le crepe.
Le shit.
I watched Ratatouille yesterday.
Oh, how did you like it?
I mean, I've seen it before.
Oh.
I watched it in the worst way possible. Which is that someone had uploaded the entirety of Ratatouille to Twitter, and I just watched in the Twitter video. Like someone had made like a right winger had made like a really bad take, and someone had just quote tweeted it with the entirety of Ratatouille for some reason, and so I just watched it.
That's awesome. Wasn't the quality like bad?
Hey, it was alright actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Second note is being uploaded to Tumblr as a grid.
I think they meant to say GIF.
Oh, GIF.
Yeah, GIF. That's very funny.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't a bad viewing experience.
Cool.
Finally, someone's using Twitter Blue for something useful. Pirating
Really, though?
Pixar movies. Is there two Pixar together?
Yes.
Yeah. It didn't
I
have...
had the Wii game when I was little. I guess I still do. It was fine. Like, it played better than American McGee's Alice, but it had less to offer, you know what I mean?
Character.
This is my new metric for anything.
Fair enough. Lucina wants to know what our favourite Alice in Wonderland characters are.
That's a good question.
I like the White Rabbit.
I mean, it might just be Alice, just because I love how shitty she's so
true.
funny. She's such an incredibly funny character to me.
Mine is either the White Rabbit or with Alice a close second, or just Alice. I'm not really sure. I like the White Rabbit just because, like, even as a kid, I liked rabbits. And so I was instantly drawn when I read, yo, rabbit. Yo, this character's a rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right, Alice is an extremely good character.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it's a thing that adaptations tend either not to get somehow, or just not want to adapt. That she is a little bitch.
I mean,
she is a selfish, self-absorbed, bitchy little child who still has manners, but God, is she annoyed by everything.
I think like you have to try and tell which adaptations are adaptating the original books and which are adaptating the Disney movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Disney movie, the animated Disney movie,
Ruined everything.
ruined everything. Listen, it's got some nice visuals. It's a horrible adaptation. Like, you can adapt the thing in the way that McGee does it, American McGee does it, where it's very clearly not meant to evoke the original. It is meant to be its own thing. But the Disney animated version doesn't stray far enough to really give that impression, so it just feels like they did it wrong.
Yeah. But they were like, oh, well, we can't have a young lady acting like a bitch. That would give the children the wrong impression.
Yeah, she needs to be a little goody two shoes.
Noted anti-Semite Walt Disney was like, damn, what have people were mean to each other? Can't be having that.
Let's kill Disney
Absolutely
again.
not.
Let's kill Disney again.
Let's kill him again. Writes my least favorite people, the most humorous fuckos I know, into a wacky world of shenanigans where they get scared and pissed off. Yeah.
So very, very tangential, but not sure if I ever told you one of my favorite SCP. Like, it's one of the few I know, which is just a phone that connects straight to hell. And the only person who like ever picks up the phone is Walt Disney. And he just like the phone will occasionally ring, you pick it up as Walt Disney asking when they're gonna finish his City of the Future. It's like, why are they wasting the time with theme park? I need to build my City of the Future, and that's all it does.
That is something that I think is very funny about Epcot, which is part of the like Disney Resort, whatever the fuck. Is that his original plan was to have a City of the Future, like you say, that would like operate entirely independently and stuff, but also be so like people would live there and go about their lives and do their jobs, but also it would be a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
It's like, buddy.
No one's gonna want to live in a city where they are the attraction.
And it's just very funny. Then he died,
Yes.
and like, as he's like, oh, this is my great plan. Here it is. Everything to set my plan in motion. And I'm dead. And then the people that were left to execute his plan said, we're not doing that.
This is an awful fucking plan.
This is unfeasible.
Hey, Mr. Disney, nah.
Yeah. No, we're just gonna make a regular science theme park, actually, thanks. And then they did, and they have, it is, I forgot what it was, but there's one attraction there that I actually do want to go to that is just about water.
Yeah.
Furthermore, Alice proceeded to eat and drink our wares without the least consideration for their purpose. Did she ponder, even for the merest moment, why we might need eat me cakes to make us grow? Or drink me potions to make us shrink?
Damn, this takes so long.
It does, yeah.
Again, mouse is like a little small mouse, so I assume they're just like
Yeah, he's just tapping
jumping on
the
a
phone.
keyboard, you know?
No, she did not. She simply took one look and guzzled the lot.
That is what you did.
The bitch. I mean, it's simple, you know. I see a weird potion, I just start drinking.
Me too.
Like Markiplier once sold me this sinister potion, I just gulped that shit down.
I think she does actually like consider the potion for a while, but yeah.
Oh, that's fine. At least she considered it for a while before gulping down the random potion. That makes it worse, you know that, right? That she thought about it and was so like, yeah, actually. I'm gonna drink
does
weird
it?
Potion. Yes, because she thought about it and still decided to drink the random potion. If she had just saw it and went, yep, having that, then I'd at least be like, okay, she didn't think that through, but...
Okay, but in her defense, like Sven says, it did say drink me.
Yeah, sure. Damn, I could assassinate this bitch in seconds.
I mean, it'd be rude not to at that point, right?
It'd be rude to not obey the label on this sinister potion.
I'd do it.
Well, of course
I'd drink the drink me potion.
That's because you know what it does.
Damn it. You got me there.
She didn't. She just saw
I know
weird
it's...
potion.
I know it doesn't kill me, so I would drink it.
Yeah.
God, this place sucks.
This place sucks. Can we go back in the hallway where you've already cleaned?
Yeah, I like the hallway. That one's nice and clean. This place sucks.
Well, just you wait. This will be nice and clean soon.
Better be.
Once we get rid of that Alice bitch. I gotta get her out of here. Who the fuck put this ladder in here?
I would drink the potion because, who knows, it could be girl potion. It's true.
Oh, hey, look. Popper.
Oh. Well, that can't have been her. What if she was falsely accused?
Oh my god. You're right.
Oh, good.
You're
I'm
right.
right.
She's falsely accused by a weird rabbit.
It didn't really look like a rabbit footprint, did it?
It looked like a dog. Is there any dogs in Alice in Wonderland? I can't remember.
Not off the top of my head. Maybe in Through the Looking Glass when there's the fight. There's a lion and a unicorn doing the fight. But there might have been like dog in the background.
I must admit, I remember. I do not remember Through the Looking Glass very well at all.
Most people don't, because it's not as well beloved, and usually people just take a few elements of it and put them in the original story.
Yeah. Like I had as a kid, but I do not remember as well as I do. Probably because my memory has not been refreshed nearly as frequently.
Hmm.
Like even if something is like has the exact same ability to be remembered, if you're refreshed on one of them more often, you're more likely to remember it.
Hmm.
Anyway, see, this is becoming nice.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh look, there's all different sizes of footprints.
Oh.
Oh look, there's a bird.
Oh!
There's boot prints.
I see. I think what they're doing is the race. They put the race here.
Oh.
It's after she cries herself an ocean and then gets small and falls into the ocean and drifts around for a little bit. She ends up on a beach together with a bunch of other animals, including the mouse that's been mentioning us.
Ooh, tiny.
And everybody's like, "Oh my God, we're so wet." And then the dodo says, "Don't worry, we'll do a race. This will get us all moving and dry, you know?" And then the race is just running in a circle at whatever pace you feel like, and there's no finish line or anything.
Good race. My type of
Yeah,
race.
everybody at the end says like, "Oh, that was a good race." Well, there must be prizes. It's like, well, who won? And it's like, everyone, I guess. Come on, Alice, give us all prizes. And she's like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What am I supposed to do?" You know?
Get prizes, idiot. You didn't bring the prizes?
She gives like she's got like some little candies in her pockets that she gives.
Hey, be the prizes. I love prizes.
I don't think there's. No, wait, there is a dog. I'm dumb. Sorry. It is like a one-page moment in the first book. I think it's when she gets small after being in the house. You know, she's in the White Rabbit's house. She gets real big there, then she eats something else, she gets small again, and she runs out. And then she meets a puppy, and then she's just like, "Oh, well, this puppy's too big, so I'll just throw a stick for the puppy to chase and over and away." It's like it's such a nothing part that even I forget it.
Again, literally just sat down and started writing until the book ended itself.
Yeah. Let's see. While she was peering about anxiously among the trees, a little sharp bark just overhead made her look up in a great hurry. An enormous puppy, again, she's like the size of a mouse.
Yeah.
An enormous puppy was looking down at her with large round eyes and feebly stretching out one paw, trying to touch her. "Poor little thing," said Alice in a coaxing tone, and she tried hard to whistle to it, but she was terribly frightened all the time at the thought that it might be hungry. She was terribly frightened all the time.
All the time, forever.
At the thought that it might be hungry, in which case it would be very likely to eat her up in spite of all her coaxing. Hardly knowing what she did, she picked up a little bit of stick and held it out to the puppy, whereupon the puppy jumped into the air full off all its feet at once with a yelp of delight and rushed at the stick and made believe to worry it. Then Alice dodged behind a great thistle to keep herself from being run over, and the moment she appeared on the other side, the puppy made another rush at the stick and tumbled head over heels in its hurry to get a hold of it. Then Alice, thinking it was very like having a game of play with a cart horse, and expected every moment to be trampled under its feet, ran around the thistle again. Then the puppy began a series of short charges at the stick, running a very little way forwards each time, and a long way back, and barking hoarsely all the while, till at last it sat down a good way off, panting, with its tongue hanging out of its mouth and its great eyes half shut. This seemed to Alice a good opportunity for making her escape, so she set off at once, and ran till she was quite tired and out of breath, and till the puppy's bark sounded quite faint in the distance. That's it.
I will say, absolute dog shit way of writing, even for the time, but still, I still love it. I love the way it's written.
I love how the entire book just meanders in every possible way. It's great.
It
Like Alice meanders, but the writing also meanders.
I just love how this classic book, undeniable classic book, goes against nearly everything I learned about in my literature classes.
Again, spite.
Yeah, just spite.
The entire reason why it exists is just that Lewis Carroll is just like, I'm gonna make a dog shit book that everyone will love.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Wow, beautiful.
I want this in my house. This is nice.
This is your house?
No, I said I want it in my house.
Oh, I see.
It is my house. It's the White Rabbit's house. That's me. Hi. I'm the White Rabbit.
You are the White Rabbit.
That's why I was late for stream today.
This isn't the White Rabbit's house.
I know. It's the entrance hall to Wonderland, reportedly.
Yeah.
So the tales say. And by the tales, I mean the intro text.
Yes. It's a perfect book for you, Zoe. Because I meander, I get it.
Meander. You're meandering easily distracted to like the book.
Yeah? You know what? You're right. It is a perfect book for me. How wonderful.
You have to change your name to Alice now.
I thought about it. That was one of the names I considered. I'd still think it'd make for a nice second name, you know?
Yeah.
Josephine Alice Gone the Queen.
I think it's one of the names I considered. I considered Alice, Amy, Roxy, and then settled on Jodie.
Roxy is also a good name.
Roxy is a good name. It's too much though. I don't think I could pull off a Roxy.
Ah, I think you could.
You think I could pull off a Roxy?
Uh-huh. You're like cool.
Thank you. What about Roxanne? Yeah, I don't think I could pull off a Roxanne.
But then you could do like the fucking what is it, Hall & Oates?
Which one?
Where they're like, Roxanne!
Oh yeah, that one.
I have to put up a red light, you know?
I don't think I'm a Roxanne.
That's okay. I like Jodie too.
I will say, I think I touched upon this when I was with you and you were talking about Josephine. I'm like almost always every time I hear a new name, carefully considering it, because like I've already changed my name once, so like who knows what name I could be introduced to them. Like, oh, actually,
Right.
gotta always be carefully considering.
It's always good to keep your eyes open, your
Yeah.
mind open.
Like, it's not like I've yet legally changed my name, so I can just change my mind at any point, and there's nothing you fuckers could do to stop me.
I do not have that luxury. I
That's
am Josephine in vibes only, not in legal papers.
Josephine.
No.
Queen.
Zoe is just a nickname of Josephine.
Zoe was in quotes. In
Oh, I see. Okay.
quotations, yes.
Then proceed.
Zoe Josephine Gauntlet Queen?
You're forgetting what L is. Which we're also putting there for now.
For
Just to
now?
see how yeah, you know, just see how I like it.
Fair enough. Did you just decide this literally just this second?
No, I've thought about having Alice as a second name before. I'm pretty sure I've brought it up before as well.
Do you have a second name?
No.
Oh, fair enough.
I mean, yes, it's Alice.
For fuck's sake.
I think I'll get a chicken burger.
You still haven't ordered, okay.
No, I was busy talking about Alice in Wonderland
Fair
and
enough.
names and I think that was it.
This...
Also, Melsonoff says, why do they have doors and windows upside down? That's just silly. Maybe perhaps don't start calling things silly if you haven't asked someone why it's like that.
Yes. Maybe you need to expand your horizons a little bit.
Indeed. Josephine, Zoe, Alice, Gauntlet Queen last name. Gauntlet Queen is my last name.
It's true, while I was over I saw her ID, it's just Gauntlet Queen.
Yep,
I'm amazed they let her get away with that.
I know, right? It's because I had dirt on them.
Just imagine that. Imagine just like, finally I can learn Zoe's last name, looks your ID. Oh. Oh, okay.
Well, I knew that one
I
already.
knew that one already.
Does anybody have a birthday today? Yes, my dad!
Oh. Happy birthday to Zoe's dad.
Yay! And also my friend Sala.
Happy birthday, Zoe's friend Sala.
Yay!
Anyone else?
Alice.
Happy birthday, Dallas. Oh, more stuff.
Perhaps when something important happens, we all converge here to decide upon a decision?
That sounds annoying.
The unbirthday thing is a Disney invention. I don't want to hear that shit here.
I'm kidding.
Sorry, more text.
Oh, imagine how difficult it would be for a mouse with a good idea to be heard above a walrus. But what if the small animals consumed the eat me cake and the larger animals the drink me potion until everyone was the right size?
Or same size. I'm not actually that pissed off about the unbirthday thing. I will elaborate in a moment.
Would we reach a fair decision then?
I see, it's like communism.
It's like communism. Maybe, yes, but did Alice consider that before scoffing the lot?
I don't think she did.
No, certainly not.
Certainly not. She just considered whether or not to kill her for a little while before deciding, fuck it.
Yeah. Well, she wanted to get through the little door into the nice garden.
Who knows if this would kill me, but I'm gonna find out. That's
I don't know.
science, baby.
I don't know if this will kill me, but I'm gonna know if it'll kill me.
How could I possibly move on with my life without knowing if this would have killed me?
Happy birthday, Gauntlet King. Apparently, a king will keep their title when their heir ascends. Whoa!
Oh.
That's fun. My dad's a king.
Nice. Good on your dad.
What happens to the queen when the king and queen divorce? Does she stay a queen?
I have no idea. That's only happened a couple of times in English history. And it didn't work out very well for any
And most of them were the same guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Oh, look, there's little
happy.
doors inside the door.
Yeah, that's very cute. The happy on birthday song. What is it? Was it called that specifically? Whatever. We all know what
I've
it
never
is.
seen the Disney version, so I have no idea.
Good. Keep it that way.
Okay.
It's a thing that's only in the Disney version. And it's sort of, it tries to do something that is similar to the original, where it's like taking this like kind of nonsense concept and spins it in a way that might make sense. But two things that I don't like about it, which one thing is indicative of the large issue of the animated adaptation, is that it's so happy and peppy and nice, and the Heather and Marcia are anything but. Like, they don't even get along with each other. How are they gonna get along with Alice, you know?
Damn.
And the other thing is just, there's just nothing to it. Like, everything okay, so the big thing that happens with at the tea party is that they try to do riddles. And they give Alice the riddle. Well, they give the riddle, why is a raven like a writing desk? And people have speculated about what this riddle is for years. There is no answer to it. No real answer anyway. And that's like part of it that you just don't get to know.
Yeah.
But Alice at some point says, I think I know. To which they then reply like, do you know it? Because you can't say you think you know. You have to like know you know. You can't say you think you know something. Because you either do or you don't.
Yeah.
You know? It's like saying I eat what I see is the same as I see what I eat. There's something to that. You know? It's like, it's linguistics and stuff. And so they're trying to do something similar with the unbirthday. But it's not the same thing. Celebrating when it's not your birthday, that's nothing. You know? Am I making sense?
Yeah, you make sense. Tell me what you're talking about.
Like, there's no discussion to be had there. So they're just like, they're failing to grasp what is at the core of Alice in Wonderland. To me.
So please speculate how a raven's like a writing desk.
Well, one is that Edgar Allan Poe wrote on both.
Oh, so true.
Which I like a lot because it's a pun.
Yes.
I think that's a very, very cute one. And that's the only one that I can remember because I like it.
I do like that one, actually.
I like it a lot.
What was the raven's name?
Nevermore.
Wrong, it was quote.
Yeah, it was quote. But what are other? Let's see. Why is a raven like a writing desk? Well, both concern themselves with feathers. That's another one. So we do not make me read more books, or hyperfixation will not infect me. It is in vain. She will be infected. Dude, read it. Read Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. They're not that long. They are fucking delightful. They read so easily because of the meandering, which you would
find
think not.
Free somewhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can just find them in for free because they're public domain.
Oh, that's true, actually.
John 19 says that they know the answer.
Oh.
All right. Well, you better know it then. Otherwise, you just lied.
Yeah.
You know the term chicken scratch? Yes, I do.
Yes.
Raven scratch.
I don't think that's...
I don't think you know the answer at all.
Yeah, I think you lied to us.
Writing.
What's
Raven
this
Scratch.
person?
What is Raven Scratch something? Raven Scratch. I don't think that's anything.
How is a raven like a writing desk? Both keep getting in my way.
Move the desk then.
There's a car and it's old and it's in the hallway.
Fair enough.
This isn't a joke, there's a desk that keeps getting in my way. My granddad's house is full of old furniture.
Oh no.
As
But which
for the
edition?
raven part though, there's no raven getting in my way.
Ah, why not?
I'll end it before it gets the chance.
Quoth the Raven skill issue.
No!
Okay, so which edition would you recommend? So I already said earlier, I clapped as if I was about to like head into a whole spiel, but it's coincidence. I just did it for Stimmin.
Stimmin.
I already talked earlier about the Dark Horse comic book edition, which I think is the best adaptation. I think this, but also it just like has been said to be the best edition a lot of times by many people.
Yeah.
It is a comic book adaptation of the of both books, and it lifts all of the dialogue directly from the book. Plural, 2 books, which is great because I love the dialogue. It doesn't skip anything, and the only thing it adds is the chapter in Through the Looking Glass, "The Wasp in the Wig," which is one that was written but not included in the original work, and most editions ignore it.
Yes.
So you get the most complete experience. The art is beautiful and really in line with the original artworks, though a bit modernized, but it really like captures the same spirit. So I would say that one, the Dark Horse comics.
I would say also try reading the original books if you can put up with some slightly old-timey writing. I know not everyone can, but I do like the original writing.
I think the writing like adds a lot. Again,
Yeah.
the meandering is just so good. Other versions might not have the meandering, but you want the meandering because it's fun. But yeah, like just the original book is good.
I do find, despite it obviously being a lot more modern, that a lot of people sort of lump the original book in with like the works of Shakespeare, where they just find it difficult to read that type of old-timey prose. But obviously I've been trained to do that, so I can't really speak on whether or not you would find that difficult.
I think they're very different.
They are very different, but a lot of people lump them in, I found. In conversation with people about writing, I found a lot of people just like, oh, that's old, that's like Shakespeare shit. It's like, okay.
Oh wait, I should mention that Dark Horse is a comics publishing company.
T-Tap ring menu.
Tenacious Tea? What's the tea? Tip Top Tea and
Delicious
Tea.
Damn, I can't press
Well,
the
ain't that
button.
cute? That's a shame.
I know, I want tea. Give me tea.
Maybe once you've cleaned this whole wall.
People just come flying out and ruin all my work.
No, but I understand that Alice in Wonderland is outdated in its writing, so it is a bit harder to read than writing today. But it is nothing compared to Shakespeare.
Oh no, definitely not. But again, I find it hard to speak on because I have again been trained to read that sort of stuff. So like, it's like, well, I guess I can't know how the layman reads it.
Well, I have not been trained on it, and I think Alice in Wonderland is fine to read.
And I think Alice in Wonderland sucks.
I'm gonna kill you! Are they the same Dark Horse that publishes Hellboy? Yes.
Like smell boy, get him.
Nice.
Decimated in the marketplace of ideas.
Also, if you don't want to step too far out of your comfort zone, there is also an Alice in Wonderland adaptation that also features both books that has manga art.
Ooh.
It's cute. It is cute art, and it does it's quite faithful still. And of course the actual, like, it's not an actual manga adaptation, it's the normal books, but instead of the old illustrations, it's manga illustrations. So the writing is it's actually what I've been reading from, just because it's the smallest Alice in Wonderland that I have. The writing is like 1-to-1.
It's just a manga of Alice in Wonderland. Get in the robot, Alice.
That would be insane, but I would be interested to see what such an adaptation might be like.
Alice in Wonderland Gundam, let's go. Just a massive battle with the Red Queen, but in fucking mechs.
I wonder if there is a manga adaptation. I mean, there must be. I know there's an anime adaptation. Oh, I think I found that small book that you at some point. No, wait, I think it's different. Remember when you found like the
tiny book with the pretty cover?
Yeah.
I do remember that, yes. I meant to go back and check if they got any more in stock, because last time when they were out of stock, and they were like, they're like, oh, we might get some in, we get them in around every Christmas, so. But they also said, like, just sometimes they randomly arrive.
Very random, without rhyme or reason. Very, very on brand for Wonderland.
It really is. Okay, what am I missing? Right, 99. Ooh. You, arch ceiling support. Why aren't you clean?
When do you plan on continuing the Halo streams? I don't know.
When Zoe's got time, basically. She's got a lot of games running at the moment, so.
Yeah, and I keep having to postpone streams, so then, it takes longer to get through them.
Yeah, but we will definitely continue them post-haste as soon as Zoe's ready.
Yes, I do still want to, of course.
Of course.
Okay, but it's time to talk about the McGee in the room. So what are Gauntlet's opinions on American McGee's Alice? We've actually mentioned American McGee's work before this stream.
Yes. I'm big fan of his plush rabbits for the mentally ill.
God, I wish I had one.
You should get one. They're so soft.
Can you still get them?
You can, yeah. I'm not sure you can get the trans one still, but there's plenty of different ones.
I want the trans one.
The trans bunny?
Yeah. It is available.
It is available. Yeah, it's like one of the softest plushies I own. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh my god. Yeah. And there's an autism one.
There are. I've been meaning to get more, but they're also like expensive to get shipped from the US. So
the eyes for the autism one are so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
I don't know why American McGee decided to do this, but I'm glad he did.
I don't know. This cool guy.
Whole columns, whole floors, whole window.
Anyway, my opinion on American McGee's Alice. I mentioned it before that the first game, there are two games. For those who don't know, I guess I should give context. American McGee is a game developer who
worked on Doom.
He worked on Doom, and he made a game called American McGee's Alice, which is his interpretation of it. And it is a dark and twisted interpretation.
And every 4th of July, we celebrate his birthday.
Yeah. And of course...
Yeah, we did it.
Yay, nice job. And of course, we're all familiar with so many dark interpretations of Alice in Wonderland where it's like, what if it was drugs? What if it was violent? And that sucks. Because it's never actually about anything. But American McGee's Alice is about what if it... Damn. Fucking glow up.
I know, right? Look, you can see me coming.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? It's coming right at me. Anyway, read the White Rabbit before you continue.
Right. Hello, I'm the White Rabbit. I see you're done and just in the nick of time. 11s are fast approaching and the walruses are already up on the door. If I don't double it to the Duchess's kitchen, the trifle will be cold. The trifle, all right, will be cold, and who would want that? Now, come. The blasted nuance has struck again, and there's already something else for you to do.
Nuisance, not nuance.
Did I say nuance?
You did, yes.
Oh, I thought I said nuisance because I knew it said nuisance.
Do you know what 11th are?
Sort of.
It's basically brunch, but if you're
it's like brunch, right? Yeah. What was I talking about?
American Minky's Hours.
Right.
Yes, there's a real ass person named American McGee.
I know, it's crazy. Like he's just called that. He didn't change his name or anything. No. Ah, now we get to the White Rabbit's house. Come on, girl, you can do it. You can talk.
I'm shutting up, Brigby.
Hell yeah.
Hi, Val.
Val is awesome. Hi, Val.
Val is awesome. If anyone you were here for my Lethal Company stream, then you'll know Val. Very cool. Oh, so a White Rabbit stole my earrings. Very cringe. Me and Val will just coincidentally have the same earrings in the same ear on our models. Like, I don't think I'd ever seen Val before I gave this rabbit earrings. I'm pretty sure Val never saw me, so just pure coincidence.
That's crazy.
Bill the Lizard? Who the fuck is Bill the Lizard?
Bill the Lizard is the groundskeeper for the White Rabbit.
Oh.
Who once Alice is stuck in the house real big. Everybody's like, well, get her the fuck out of here. And like they can't get her out of there because she's real big. Okay. And she also just sort of starts fighting them because they're being rude to her. She's just like, I'll get rude back.
That's fair enough.
And then they send Bill up to the chimney to get inside that way.
Okay, I'm gonna read this one because it starts with "Alright, Governor," and I don't.
Oh, and you don't. Yeah, fair enough. All right, okay.
Alright, Governor, you must be the hoojama flip with the finger majig, and not a moment too soon, I say. That there Mr. Rabbit's place with several holes in it. What I've no mind being there, if you get my meaning. Unfortunately, he ain't around to tell you any more than that, as he's off trying to apprehend a 20-foot girl what's disappeared in the thin air. Good luck with that, I say. Anyway, you better get to it. I mean, there's an house caked in coat. No, I mean coat and cake. And then there's you with your great wet water cannon thingamabob. Bill. I'll say.
I don't think Bill has any lines. In the book, that is.
I don't mind saying the White Rabbit's as mad as a hat full of angry carrots. I think you should mind saying that's a very mean thing to say.
Right?
Do you mean mad as in, the mentally? I mean, wouldn't you be? I think he means mad as in the emotion.
Yes. Which is a bit confusing when you're talking about Alice in Wonderland to be using it in that context.
Yeah. After our day rushing here and there and everywhere, he comes home, opens his door to see what? Why do you type with your accent, Bill?
Yeah, right? That's always the thing.
An enormous arm giving him the elbow, that's a what? What a nice cockney chappy. Can't believe he's been given the elbow, that's fucked up. Or was it a knee?
I think it was an elbow.
Oh, this is relaxing.
It was just a hand. Wasn't a knee in any case.
Oh, here's the Cheshire Cat again. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, look at that.
Giggler sighted. Open fire.
Open fire on the giggler. Damn, he escaped.
Damn.
Look, a giant handprint. Actually, that's John Handprints all
Oh,
over the place.
that is fun.
And small footprints. Oh, and big footprints.
Of course.
Of course.
She is both big and small in here.
Are you enjoying this adaptation so far?
I think it's very fun.
I like the wearing of his little pointed shoes. Providing pointed shoes for a proper gentleman, you know? Jolly didn't used to wear shoes, you know? I hate wearing... I used to hate wearing shoes, so when I first designed Jolly, she just didn't wear them. That's half the reason she's a rabbit, because her massive rabbit feet wouldn't fit in shoes. But now I've grown to love boots, so she wears boots instead. Oh, so good, because boots will fit her massive rabbit feet.
Ah, good. All comes together.
Yeah. Rabbit boots.
Oh, Bill does talk.
Bill does talk. I'll permit you to read what he says.
Okay.
Does he speak in that accent?
Well, see, that's what I'm wondering. That's why I wanted to make sure. He says ye instead of
Ye.
you, so he's Scottish?
That does sound more Scottish.
Well, I hardly know. No more than ye. I'm better now, but I'm a deal too flustered to tell ye. All I know is something comes at me like a jack-in-the-box, and up I goes like a skyrocket.
Yeah, that's definitely sounds more Scottish than it does Cockney. Like in this, he's very much meant to be Cockney, but that sounds more Scottish.
And then she threatens to set her cat upon them.
That's fucked up.
It is so funny. So she is stuck in the house, right? And the White Rabbit and some neighbors, they all want all want her to get out, but I mean,
Yeah, they want her fucking gone.
yeah, they want her gone because she's in the house, and she's filling the entire house, which is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And she just she keeps resisting and punching them with one arm out the window and stuff. And then they send in Bill, it was just like the groundskeeper, so he just sort of gets pushed around real hard and stuff by them. And then she says, "Why, they seem to put everything upon Bill. I wouldn't be in Bill's place for a good deal." So it's like, I feel bad for him. I will kick him. Like in the same sentence, she says, "This fireplace is narrow, to be sure, but I think I can kick a little." And then she kicks Bill. It's like, why?
This poor working class gent. Let's give him a good kick.
Right? It's so funny
She
to me.
really is a rich kid.
She is. It's very funny to me. Like, whenever she talks about problems that she has, it's always just, it's rich people problems.
I want to say I love this sound design because there's nothing quite like there's the ticking of a clock, right? And then there's the slightly hollow ticking of an older clock, like with wood. Like you just hear that slightly more hollow tick to it. Know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I do. That is very good.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
No wonder he's late. His clock's crooked.
He doesn't use that clock. He uses his pocket watch.
Then why have the clock at all? It's crooked.
Maybe it's an heirloom. Can't bear to give it away.
It's an old book, so this is the father clock.
I still have not given my opinion on the American McGee's games.
You haven't, no.
Oh well.
It's funnier if you don't at this point.
I mean, I already did
That's true.
earlier in the stream. I don't know.
Time is an illusion.
That's true. So yeah, I just did.
Yeah.
No, I think they are
Bad.
no.
You said they're not very good as games.
They don't play very well. The second one plays better, but is more repetitive. in its gameplay. It's got like the thing that so many games in that era wanted to do, where like it has like a specific combat phase, you know? Like you're running around and jumping around, and then now it's time for combat. You know, change the. Yeah, you get in that spot.
I got blowed up.
Oh, I see.
I was getting that spot though, you're right. I must say, quite peculiar. It doesn't have a chimney. It's got a chimney, doesn't go up anywhere.
Curiouser and curiouser.
His fucking house is gonna be so full of smoke.
See, that's what they. Hey, hold on a second. That doesn't make sense.
How's she gonna kick Bill out the chimney?
Yeah!
The chimney?
This adaptation sucks,
This is
dude.
the worst adaptation.
That is like such an important part of this chapter, that she kicks up the chimney.
I know why they didn't do it though.
Why?
It's because they're basically the way that this that they do their dirt placement basically means it covers everything you see in dirt. There's not a single patch. So if they had modeled the chimney, I'm sure it'd be full of dirt, and they'd
Yeah,
have
that
to
would've
find
been
a way
annoying.
to clean it. Yeah.
Fair point.
Like
fair
obviously
point.
they like hand place the handprints and the footprints and other small details, but they do have like just a general. Okay, we've made the level. Dirtify it button.
Mm-hmm.
I know that much, so it probably would have been very annoying.
Yeah, makes sense.
Dirtify it.
Look
at this beautiful level in there with the colours. Destroy it.
Destroy it, make it bad.
Make it bad so that the player can make it good and feel a sense of accomplishment.
If I had a nickel every time I met a trans-gal streamer who loved Alice in Wonderland, I would have 2 nickels. Not much, but it's strange it happened twice. Who's the other one? Is it me also?
Can it be me?
Do you love Alice in Wonderland?
I love Alice in Wonderland. I thought I established this.
Do you really love it though?
I mean, I love it as much as I love many things I've interacted with. I guess I don't love it enough to seek out adaptations, but I read the books very much as a kid, and I do enjoy Alice in Wonderland quite a bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't prove my allegiance enough.
No, I'm sorry. You're fine. I'm just kidding.
I mean, you should know this about me by now. So I have a very particular way I enjoy media, and it's not often by continuously consuming it.
No, that's fair. I just realized I still haven't ordered food.
Do that right now.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Listen, you know I love to get distracted.
I know.
Well, I don't love it. It just happens. I've been looking at plushies.
I know.
I've been gathering all the ones that I want to get, which are, there's a transgender one, there's an autism one.
Hang on, Audrey, if you gotta read this. So anyways, White Rabbit does what any proud owner would do. He climbs up the window, tutting away. So you're ordering that food. But no sooner had he got up to the window than this huge hand comes out and swats him away like he's a gnat or something. Something. Straight into his prize-winning cucumber frame. Damn. Not his prize-winning cucumber frame.
Ain't winning no prizes no more.
I didn't used to be able to talk like, I don't know what.
Yeah, me neither. I was like 1.
Shut up. I'm trying to think of the word. I guess, common?
Like in Dungeons and Dragons?
Sure. But no, like, not posh. Growing up, as a child, I had a very posh way of speaking.
Did you know?
Yes, which betrayed my working class heritage. And by betrayed, I mean betrayal in the backstab sense.
Yes.
But
Not reveal.
Yes. Like I used to be physically incapable of saying the word in it. Like like obviously all like the stereotypical English phrase "in it," which all my peers were saying. I used to be unable to physically say that. I would try and I would like just default to "isn't it" and then be unable to stop. Yes, I'd sort of like at some point. I think it's because I liked reading so much, and I just like I grew up reading like very posh prose, and I just learned to speak like that, and then my autistic mind wouldn't allow me to like not be speaking like that. Which part of the reason I don't think I had many friends growing up, because I sounded like a posh twat. But eventually, of course, I've managed to wean myself off that as I grew up. But it was a very slow process.
Well, good job.
Yes. This is why you should always, as much fun as books are, gang, always socialize with your peers as well.
It is important to socialize.
It is. But obviously, I grew up on a farm with no children around, and my schoolmates hated me because I was autistic. So
I'll kill them.
some people don't have much choice in that regard, but still. You have no peers? Me neither. I'm one of a kind, baby.
Sad.
I know.
Sad existence. Be all alone like that.
Oh, hey, you can see out the window slightly.
Oh.
It's like trees and stuff.
It's so, it looks just like how Wonderland looks in Kingdom Hearts 1. Meaning, flat.
Why do I hear more clocks? Oh, there's a lot of clocks here.
Socialize with my peers? You want me to talk to plebs? You just called yourself a pleb.
Socialize with the queers, gang.
Socialize with the queers. Kingdom Hearts 1 Wonderland looks worse. I'm so sad about it sucks. It looks so bad. Like, the entire thing is, I think, meant to look like one of those, like, cardboard boxes that you, like, look in, you know?
Yeah, I know the ones here.
Which, sure, that's a cute
Like a
concept,
diorama.
but... like a cardboard diorama that you make out of a shoebox.
Yeah.
And sure, that's a cute concept, but it looks bad, though.
I love this clock, there's the rabbits.
Yeah, that's cute.
I love this one that's just a painting of a clock.
Dude, Dali.
Dali, it's fucking melting, bro.
Is this game published by Team 17? No, it's Squeenix? Wasn't it Squeenix?
What, Power Simulator?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, because it's got Final Fantasy and stuff.
Oh no, I think that it's got Tomb Raider as well, so I think it's just they've had crossovers.
Oh, alright. Never mind then.
They have a lot of crossovers.
I know nothing.
I mean, they also have a crossover SpongeBob SquarePants. Which is what we're
That doesn't
playing
mean
with.
anything.
Okay, so the Final Fantasy crossover meant something, but the SpongeBob one doesn't.
Well, I mean,
Does the Tomb Raider one mean anything?
Squeenix can do a crossover with SquarePants.
I don't think that Squeenix has the money for SquarePants, I can be honest.
You're right. I'm right though. It is Squeenix.
Is it? I thought this was an indie game. I'm disappointed now.
Yeah, I also used to think it was an indie game.
I used to think it was when it first came out and they had the first trailer. I thought it was actually sponsored by a power wash company because they used to have a completely different logo that just looks like a company logo. I was like, huh, that's weird. But it turns out no, it's not actually a real power wash company.
Darn.
Weird. Like, I didn't think
Man.
it was like a company that power washed things. I thought it was like a company that made power washes that just made a game for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
They should do
Man.
another Wonderland. Sorry, go ahead. I can interrupt you.
Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I want to order my fucking chicken burger, but I can't find a good place to get chicken burger from.
You can't?
No. There is one place that sells chicken burger, but I don't get snacks with the burger, and I want to get some chicken nuggets or something.
I agree. They should do another Wonderland. When is Lewis Carroll gonna get on that?
What?
When are they gonna start making new Wonderland?
That's a good question.
When's
mean-
he gonna write more Wonderland?
I think he retired.
He retired?
Yeah,
Well,
because I
finishing the
haven't
story.
heard of him from a while, you know.
Well, I hope he gets back on it soon. He's like one of my favorite riders.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's doing alright.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's enjoying his retirement, you know.
Yeah, probably. I haven't heard much on that Sherlock Holmes fellow recently either.
No,
Hopefully they
yeah.
got on with that as well.
What about that one emo guy, Poe, Edgar Allan Poe?
Oh yeah, with the Raven? The Raven guy?
Yeah, that one. Quoth?
Yeah. Yeah, quote, yeah.
Yeah, the name of the Raven.
God, so many good riders just vanishing off the face of the earth these days.
Seriously. Who's doing this?
Who's stealing the riders?
Is it Disney? Is it Walt?
I know Walt is kidnapping the riders. Come write bad things for me. He's got Lewis Carroll tied up in the basement like, look at this adaptation I made. He's just like, no!
And that's how he died.
No, he died. He's dead.
What? He's dead?
He died.
The Carol is dead?
The Carol is dead. I love this little hobbit hole that's built around a tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking.
It's completely inaccurate, but it is cute.
Oh look, rabbit feet.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, yippee.
Woo.
I want this owl dresser in real life.
It looks like some Animal Crossing furniture.
It does.
I love Animal Crossing themed furniture.
Honestly though,
So much fun.
it's a shame New Horizons got rid of most of it.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, hell yeah, Val! Val yeah!
Hell yeah. What do you call this? A casket? A coffin? What do you mean?
Oh,
This is a dresser.
no, it's a reference to a vine.
Oh, okay.
What do you call this? A cadaver. A skeleton. Do you not know that?
I think I've seen that one, yeah. A cadaver?
A cadaver. A skeleton.
No fucker calls it cadaver. So he tries again with and gets the same treatment. Type faster, Bill. You're a lizard, you don't have the same excuse as the mouse. At this point, I volunteered a suggestion to climb through the chimney. What chimney, Bill?
Yeah, what fucking chimney?
You fucking liar.
And then he goes like, I'll find out there is no one. There is no chimney.
Flaming Nora's given the boot, such as makes you forget what day it is. Flaming Nora's a good phrase. Good British phrase.
Where's the Nora come from?
I have no idea.
Oh.
You just flip it, Nora. Is it still yesterday, right? It is still yesterday, right? Yeah, it's still yesterday, Bill. You're fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
The sentence, it is still yesterday, right, is very funny.
It's quite funny.
Quality writing. I'm stealing that. Can't steal Bill's writing. He's a working class lad. He needs all the money he can get.
Man, Bill gets short of this end of the stick every day.
I know, right?
It is fun that he's got a big carrot pillow.
It is. This is sickening, actually. Rabbit stereotypes.
It's true.
Just because we're rabbits, I mean we all like carrots. I hate carrots, quite frankly. Ever since.
Also,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
like, it's not true that carrots are a rabbit's favorite food.
It's true. You're not even meant to give rabbits carrots. You're meant to give them like the leaves. Oh,
That's also true. They love leaves, and leaves are better for them than actual vegetables.
Definitely don't give them like any kind of vegetables that have a lot of liquid in them because it's really bad for them.
Yeah. You know what time it is, gang? It's time for our 20-minute e-break, which is a thing we take here.
Is it?
No. No, you're gonna have to do your
Got your
Eon,
mother!
you're gonna have to do your Eon company time.
This sucks, dude.
No, that's based actually.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like I don't get a break. Like, doesn't that mean you're not giving me a break though?
I guess that's true.
That sucks, dude.
Do you want to go on a break?
No, I'm
Okay.
playing into space.
Don't play in the space. Get out of the space. Get out of my space. You're meant to be working.
I get on MySpace.
Get
So
on my
hard.
space. Hop on Bebo.
Hop on Meet Morp.
Only real ones remember Bebo.
I don't.
Of course you don't. It's a solely British network, social network.
Yeah, but nobody remembers Hives.
What the fuck is Hives?
It's Dutch social media network
Get
that
on
also doesn't
MySpace.
exist.
Get on my
Anymore.
spice. Give me spices.
MySpace.
And the first thing Alice did when showing up in Wonderland was demand their spices, which she was not going
Very
to
British.
The
use.
spice must flow.
That's just for reselling, you know?
Give me spices, which I'm not going to put in my food.
I also think it's very awesome rabbits eat a strawberry. To get so
True.
bloody.
I fucking love those videos that just rabbits eating strawberries.
I love how schmick they are, you know? They're schmick away.
Rabbits really are the perfect animal.
The thing, you know, animals are usually, or rabbits are usually depicted as not making sounds,
Yeah,
you know? At most, they'll like do a big scream.
yeah.
But
Me too,
rabbits, me too. But rabbits do make noises. They go like, and it's so cute.
It's true. It's not cute when I do it though. I hate it when I watch throughout my streams and realize I made bunches of weird, not autistic noises. Hate
Isn't
it.
it in character though?
It is in character. I hate it though.
Aww.
I wish I could find a way to block that out of my mic, but I cannot. You think you're an idiot? That's fine. Can rabbits eat? No, rabbits should not eat cheese. Do not feed
Don't do
rabbits
that.
cheese.
Don't do that. Cheese is not a vegetable.
Yes, rabbits only eat vegetables, and occasionally they're young, but mostly vegetables.
Yeah. Ideally, they don't eat their young. That,
Yes,
in an
they only
ideal
do
scenario,
when
that
they're
doesn't
extremely
happen.
hungry.
Yeah. Or like just when the burrow that they're in just cannot sustain it.
Yeah. Chicken is not a vegetable.
Pizza's a vegetable though.
Pizza also not a vegetable.
Aww.
It can contain vegetable, but you still shouldn't feed it to a rabbit.
No, don't. Can I feed rabbits turnips?
The leaves.
Yeah. The leaves, yeah.
Maybe a little bit turnip if you want. Can rabbit eat onions? I wouldn't tempt fate.
I don't think they would enjoy it.
Like, I'm not sure if you guys realize this, but onions have, like, naturally evolved to try to not be eaten. Like, humans eat them because we're mad and oh so big. Other animals probably would not enjoy an onion. It's like a chili pepper. Like, normal animals don't eat chili peppers because they're not fucking insane like we are. I like onion. Okay, you're a human. I'm sorry I have to tell you this. No.
Vel is not a human. Vel is just an unusually big rabbit.
No, we're
like
not,
you.
We're not doing this.
Unusually big rabbits can handle more.
Not doing this just in case people do try and feed their rabbits onions.
Yeah, don't. Can rabbits
do
eat
that.
apples? Yeah, I think they could eat apples. I think that'd be okay.
I'm saying I like an onion and arguing. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm glad you like an onion, Val. Enjoy
Rabbit
your
of
onions.
unusual.
So if there's no way of taking back the house, there's only one thing for it. And what was that, Bill?
Bill!
Got to take back the house.
Burn it down.
Burn it down.
Burn it to the ground.
You know?
We had to make her leave by her own will. Unfortunately, her will was to stay, so we burned it down. So I tells White Rabbit about the absolute bestest way to get someone to leave your house. What's that, he asks. So I tells him. Uh-huh. What do you tell him? Set it on fire!
Yeah. Like you were joking, but yeah, that is
That is true. That is the best way to get someone out of your house. Works every time. I fucking love it. Because here I am thinking like, okay, what would like a person from that era do to get someone to leave their house? Well, perhaps they would like say it is dinner time or something, or like, but no, just set it on fire.
set it on fire.
I'm thinking too logically.
I think you're thinking too
Normally,
No. You are thinking too gently.
gently.
Yeah,
That's
you
unusual for me.
Yeah, you have this feeling that people were more gentle back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the day when people were dying in the streets of disease.
I mean, that's true, but also in their writings, they generally were, so
Yeah, but this is Alice in Wonderland.
that's true.
You know, the book where everybody is an asshole to everybody all the time.
What a
Except to
wonderland.
that little dog.
Except that little dog. That dog was just a dog.
That dog was just a little doggy.
There was nothing wonder about that dog apart from the wonder that is a puppy.
I'd be scared as fuck. I'd die.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you would because you're scared of dogs, and one that's like as big as it would be if you were also the size of a mouse would be absolutely horrifying to you, I assume.
I'm taller than Alice, so I'd be like the size of a rat.
Yeah. You that rat fuck.
That red fuck. I want his wife dick. I want his wife dick. I want his
Okay,
wife
but-
dick.
That's like the thing that makes you smaller. Like, does it account for your height? Like, if you are
It depends.
taller than that, does it make you the size of a very big mouse?
Well, let's see, the fan. Like it depends. Yeah, the mushroom stuff. I think it just depends on how much of it you take in.
Okay, fair enough.
So it doesn't bring you to a specific size. It just changes your size
Okay, that makes sense.
by a percentage based on how much of it you ingest
Oh, we're back to those math fuckers again.
or how much you
Percentages.
wave at yourself with a fan. That's such a funny one to me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, Alice can change her size by drinking potions, eating cake or pastries, eating bits of a mushroom, waving herself with a fan.
No size changing in that someone man, huh?
Yeah.
Again, it's a metaphor for communism.
Huh?
We all have to. We mentioned this earlier, where they were like, well, if we're all the same size, then we could have we could come
Oh
to a
yes,
decision.
of course, yeah.
It's like you can't have a rich man and poor man discussing. Otherwise, they will. The rich man will obviously overpower the poor man. You always have to be on the same level.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Can rabbits eat wheat?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be their first choice, but yeah, they can totally do that.
Oh look, he's got a clock rug as well.
Oh, this dude's obsessed.
And yet he's still always late. What the fuck? This guy needs help.
Why is it so bad at this, dude?
This guy needs to get a therapist. Maybe the reason he's so silly is because he looks at the rug instead of the actual working clocks.
It's just like, well,
I guess it's 10:05 all the time.
Like, oop, I got plenty of
Oh,
time.
I got plenty of time. And he looks at one of the other clocks like, oh god, I don't have plenty of time. All these clocks are set differently.
This place sucks. Oop, I got plenty of clocks.
Let's see how many clocks I got. Yep, plenty of clocks.
I got clocks.
Got clocks. Oh, I got plenty of time. Look all this time I've got.
See, that's something that they would do. Like how in Alice in Wonderland, like talk about having time, being in possession of it.
Do you have time? Yes. Look, here's all my time.
Here's all my time.
Okay, now go just do the kitchen. Oh, and the roof. I should do the roof first. They an owl. Oh. They've been imagining things. You didn't make a noise, did you?
I bet it did.
Answer me.
Oh, fuck!
I forgot I had the
Dude.
trident.
Is this like fucking Dead Space?
This is from the end game. Like you only get this on the final mission.
The idea of there being an end game to this game is quite funny to me.
Yeah, there's an end game. There's
Who's
actually
the final
really
boss?
there is actually a final boss. It's incredibly impressive.
What?
If you guys don't know anything about Power Simulator, I promise you, do not go into
Wait,
it
there's Bill.
unspoiled. Yes. Whilst preparing the lightning rod and the torches, everyone suddenly started chucking whatever they could find through the windows. Unless they stopped talking his accent. Went away. It was mayhem, it was. I guess maybe they couldn't shorten any of those words. Ted Pastor Bill.
Come on.
That's when Dormouse started lolsing cakes.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think Dormouse lolsed anything.
I don't think Dormouse is introduced until the Tea Party.
What you doing, I asks. Easy, he says. As soon as she realizes there's more cake outside the house than inside, she'll come running. Genius.
She is stuck in the house.
And he was right, she disappeared into thin air.
She's no longer stuck in the house.
She fucking vamoosed, she did. She is out there faster than Thatcher seeing a poor person, she was. Man, Toya's really good at reading subtext.
Thank you. I've studied.
I can't believe you're reading the subtext instead of the text.
Subtext doesn't exist, dude.
I know writers that use subtext and they're cowards.
Oh yes. Okay. Well, sorry, I'm, you know, I'm judging.
I see
it's
you're
not,
comparing.
It's not the Dormouse that does it.
Okay.
And they throw rocks, not cakes, but the rocks become little pastries once they're on the floor of the White Rabbit's house.
That's insane. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Because it's Wonderland, dude. And then she eats pastries and gets small.
Oh.
And then she's like, I guess I go home now. And then she doesn't.
And then she doesn't. She just doesn't.
Well, you know. That's also just such a funny thing to me. It's like Alice at no point is like, oh my god, how do I get back home? She's just sort of like, where do I go now?
I mean, she was bored at home.
Yeah.
But you just expect it, right?
Yeah.
You expect it to be like the thing in the story. It's like, oh my god, I'm stuck here. I gotta get home. But it's just, oh my god. Now I get to meet the Duchess, whose baby turns into a pig.
Truly, Alice, at such a young age, has learned how to be at peace with whatever happens. Whatever will be shall be, says Alice.
Indeed, she does.
Look at this quaint little kitchen.
Yeah, it's very cute.
I gotta say, I love the fucking ding every time you clean something.
Ding.
It's such good sound design. Perfect serotonin.
It's good.
Anyway, like I said, if you haven't played or watched Battle Simulator all the way to the end, go into it unspoiled, because there's actual plot in this game. Like, it's got a tremendous plot, like, and it's all told via these text messages and, like, the entry briefs. They're like, hey, I need you to clean my car for me.
It's so strange to me, but I appreciate it.
I can give you a quick rundown. The plot is basically about a corrupt mayor selling the town's water to a supervillain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you fight the supervillain?
Yep.
I would love to see this later. Perhaps you can show me after stream.
Sure.
Should probably finish ordering food.
You still haven't done that?
I keep getting distracted.
I guess you're
almost
just
have my
not
order
eating
ready.
tonight.
What?
By the time you order it, the place is gonna be closed.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, this happened before. You were like, oh, I need to order something, and then it took you like 15 minutes to order, and you're like, finally I'm prepared to order. Closed. Well, the most part I missed my screen pausing? Not much. Not great deal.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm paying.
A pay?
I hope it's still open.
The people who run the restaurant actually, they're just like, they can see, like, someone's ready to pay. Why are they doing it? They can't close the doors till they decide if they're paying or not.
That'd be very nice of them.
God, I hope they don't pay so we can close. Oh, fuck!
God damn it!
I need to go home and see the wife and kids. No, James, that's a stupid idea.
That's a stupid. Can't wait to go.
Going to go home and see the wife and kids. No, James, that's a stupid idea. Ding, ding, ding.
Who wants to give me several $100 so I can buy a bunch of rabbit plushies?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, thanks, Jody.
No problem. Gang, he wants
Somehow
to give me $700 and give Zoe $700 for rabbit plushies.
Val!
Actually, I just realized I've still got my donation go. I need that $700.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I still need to pay spend back $600.
No!
What?
The trans one is it's out of stock.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But that's the most important one.
It is the most popular one.
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess I need a little less money right now.
You've had $1,200 for everything ever. I got the level you felt. As much as I like $1,200, I don't think it's gonna cover everything ever.
I think more so what they meant was like anytime you need something, you get $1,200.
Oh, actually, that's sick. I want that.
Yeah. Can someone give me 171 euros and 80 cents?
Are you trying to say it wouldn't help? I'm not saying it wouldn't help. I'm saying it would help tremendously, just not forever. You know what? Fine, it would help forever. Hand it over.
It will help forever when you invest it.
Yes, invest it in me. I'm an investment. You invest into me, I'll give you more entertainment. Like, really, who can say no to that?
Ah, good point.
I'm an investment few can afford.
I hope my food gets here soon. I am starving.
I'm starving to death.
Oh, they got an old moth rabbit.
Oh.
That's cute.
I like how they only seem to sell rabbits.
It's just all rabbits. Actually, I saw a sloth earlier.
That American McGee really likes Alice in Wonderland. All of this is on Alice in Wonderland reference.
Arguably.
The existence of
Hold
rabbits
on.
is a wondrous Alice in Wonderland moment.
Well, okay, hold on. American McGee.
American McGee mental illness plushies.
Well, I seem to recall her having a rabbit, like a plushie at some point.
What, Alice?
Yeah, she does. It doesn't look quite the same. Here, I've sent you the image.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the image. Oh yeah, she does have a little rabbit plushie. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Gang, I need more rabbit plushies.
Me too.
I only have one. I only have
Sorry.
5.
What? It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Soapy, can you share some food with me? Why did you call me that?
Soapy.
Also, no, I don't have food yet.
Soapy, come to the queen. I'm so hungry. Josephine, why? Actually, I have a question. Do you spell Josephine with an S or with a Z?
What is Z? I mean, the first letter, you mean?
No, not the first letter. The second one. The
Oh, no. That's what it is.
Okay. I always spell it with a Z, so I guess I would have to correct it.
I love the art book for Alice Madness Returns. Because the art goes hard.
The madness has
little
returned. What am I missing? Let me have a look. What do I need to clean? There's 2 more clocks I need to clean. And a writing desk drawer.
Which is like a raven, perhaps.
Perhaps it is. How is a writing desk like a raven? It's stupid.
It's stupid.
Okay, there's 2 more clocks.
Someone else in chat actually said one that I think had some merit. What was it again? Because they can both produce notes. Which is that's kind of cute. Because you write on them, you know?
Bedroom wall panels.
And
Yeah, that makes
ravens
sense.
can crow.
I understand. The fuck is a wall panel? Oh, I saw it. There. I'm very grateful that pops up when you have like 3 things to go. Stove rail. There we go. Job complete.
Yay!
Let's have a look. Love the time lapse.
Fantastic job.
Thank you. Well, I never. If I was looking at the house with Dodo, like I am now, and he said, "Can you believe that only the day the house had been ransacked by an enormous child, then set upon by a mix of assorted baked goods, rendering the inside like some kind of pointless art exhibit?" I'd say never. You're having me on. It's too clean, that is that. Then he'd shake his head like he is now, and would smile and laugh and toddle off, still shaking their heads and laughing and smiling, just like we is now.
Oh, I love that that Bill got a happy ending.
Yeah. Ooh, Caterpillar's mushroom. Would you like to voice Caterpillar?
Oh, yes, I do believe I shall, then. Yes. Let me ask you a question. If something is a problem, and that something gets removed, does the problem get bigger or smaller? It all depends what's underneath. My problem was a mushroom, although it only became a problem once it was picked by a wandering child, as underneath it was a nest of millipedes. And with millipedes, then, where there's one dirty foot, there's a million lots. Their fractious marching was a constant nuisance, so I told them the world is bigger than this, and blew bubbles to rehouse them yonder. Now my problem has become the realization that the world is, indeed, bigger than this. So I've rolled myself into a cocoon where I shall remain until both my logic and my home are flawless. It's already taken quite some time.
So I have a fucking bone to pick with this.
Okay.
It says that Alice picked the mushroom, which is not true because she is smaller than the mushroom. The caterpillar tells her to break off some pieces off of the mushroom, and that eating from one side of the mushroom makes her bigger and one smaller. Of course, a mushroom is a circle, so it doesn't have sides. That's the thing. She doesn't pick the mushroom. She just breaks some pieces off because he tells her to. She doesn't pick a fucking mushroom. Bad. All the good faith that this adventure has garnered so far. Gone with the wind.
It's a set of tiny tracks instead of bigger tracks.
I guess they couldn't figure out how to get the caterpillar to be mad at Alice since she didn't do anything.
Yeah. There he is. He's in there.
Yep. Clean him.
Oh, hey.
Do like high pressure and kill him.
Trident attack!
Whilst you work, I'd like to run my thoughts through a paradox that's been troubling me. I'm very colorful. This is for pride, you see.
Oh, wait, look up. Wait. The cat.
Oh, shit.
Perhaps it's been troubling you too? It's a metaphor on my metamorphosis.
Well, how do I scare it off this time? It's much bigger than me.
Yeah.
A metamorphosis, if you will.
Onion.
Onion?
The giant giggler.
Yeah, I think
It's fun that they keep the they made sure to have the consistency of the cat being bigger.
Yeah, I think...
Simply put, who am I?
That's kind of funny because Alice asks him that and then he just ignores the question.
I feel like we just have to put up with the giant giggler this level. I don't think it's going anywhere.
I suppose so. But Val says, I've never really heard much praise for this game's writing. I think it's been fine so far.
Yeah. I think this might be hubris, but Power Simulator is like one of the best written mundane games I've ever played. Like for the genre, it is like has amazing writing. It's very well written and very funny.
Also, I sort of as a joke got mad about the mushroom thing. That is a small change that I don't particularly mind.
Yeah, it's just...
Especially not in an adaptation where we don't even get to see Alice, you know?
Yeah, we're just power washing shit.
Yeah. There's a VR game that I think is just called Down the Rabbit Hole. That is a prequel to Alice in Wonderland, which is a very strange
Oh.
concept. Where you're
Before
just like
Alice even
you're like
gets there.
yeah, you're like in medieval times. You go to Wonderland as some other girl looking for a pet.
Bubbles.
It's it does some fun things with the VR. Because the way that it works is like you are. Does the thing that some VR games do where you are both an observer and a character running around like a platforming character, you know?
Yeah.
So you are in the hole, and along the walls of the hole is Wonderland, or the stages and everything.
I see.
So you constantly have to like turn around and like move things, open and close curtains that obscure the stage. It's fun.
That's interesting. Do I have a land around here? Begone, giant giggler. You are not welcome in my home. Where do I put my fucking ladder?
This isn't your home.
This one is now. The homeowner is otherwise occupied.
Squatters' rights.
Squatters' rights, baby. You shouldn't have invited me to powers, you stupid mushroom idiot. Alright. I guess I'll finish off the cocoon as I climb up. Let's get this.
Oh my god.
What?
I found a second manga illustration of Alice in Wonderland.
Huh.
Again, not just like a manga adaptation, just the original story, but it's got manga art with it.
I remember. I think it was with you where like we were talking about Alice in Wonderland, but if Alice had a gun at one point, and I looked up and it turned out there was an adaptation with that exact premise, except Alice
What?
was like weirdly sexualized.
Ugh, yeah, that's also a thing.
Yeah.
People love to sexualize Alice in Wonderland, which is
Weird.
weird because she is a child.
Uh-huh.
Maybe don't do that.
She's a child, and it's like there's not much to sexualize in it. Fucking in Alice in Wonderland. What are you doing?
Go do your own thing.
Yes. But no, like to be fair, the illustration was of like. Stop! Oh, thank you for following screaming reaction. Wow. The illustration I saw was of an adult looking Alice with a gun.
Well, yeah, they make her an adult, of course.
Yeah. But it was just like, it's just like this is the new adaptation of Alice in Wonderland, but Alice has a gun, but also for some reason she's just like half naked. Like why?
Why can't she just be normal and have a gun?
Because normal girls don't have guns.
Only cool girls have guns.
Only cool girls have guns.
And half-naked ones for some reason.
Hang on, you just reminded me of the meme I made like right when we first met. Do I still have it on hand? I wouldn't imagine I deleted it because it's like it means so much to me. Where the fuck is it? Is it in this folder? Yes, here it is. This one. I made this one.
Alice in Wonderland, big book. Alice in Wonderland if Alice had a gun, small book. Alice in Wonderland if Alice had a gun and also Samus is there and she also has a gun and they kick the queen's ass and then they go on cool adventures together in space because I think Alice would be really down for that, to be honest. I mean, she seems like the type autistic girls stay winning. Really, really big book.
I think I made this based on saying you said.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, thank you. It is nice to see again.
Autistic girls stay winning.
Autistic girls stay with me.
I'm glad the caterpillar put out his laundry before going into the cocoon.
Of course. It'll be dry when he comes out.
Exactly. I'm
That is quite a fun little design. And I love that it's got like a psychedelic pattern, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's doing hookah and shit
Because
all the
he's
time.
high all the time.
Because he's high all the time.
420, baby.
Like, people are like, oh man, what if my new adaptation of Alice in Wonderland has drugs? And it's like, it already did.
It already has drugs. And it's just so many mushrooms.
It's true. But that's not the part where I'm like, that's the drugs. No, it's that the caterpillar is just smoking.
Yeah. The caterpillar is smoking. Someone put a stop to this beast.
Honestly, I wouldn't want to go on space adventures with Samus Aran. I know I would.
Me too. And by space adventures, you mean kissing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in space. You can do
In
both.
space. That's an adventure. Oh, look, he put on his little socksies. Oh, there's too few socksies. Where are the rest of your socksies, Mr. Caterpillar? I would say I really love like I know I talked a little bit about it earlier, but I really love the how well the dirt in this game like covers everything. Like, cause like when you first start, like you have fucking you get so little idea what the level's gonna look like when you're finished. The dirt is just so perfectly made, in my opinion.
It's quite well done, yeah.
Yeah. Happy Alice in Wonderland Day, Zoe.
Happy Alice in Wonderland Day, Jody. Happy Alice in Wonderland, chat.
Happy Alice in Wonderland Day and nothing else.
And nothing else at all.
Happy the day where everything went wrong.
For people in Wonderland, yeah. Worst day in their lives.
True. I'm gonna briefly stop pretending that the 4th of July doesn't exist, because I just
It does, it's a day.
I meant the American holiday. This because I just remembered a funny thing that happened one 4th of July when I was very young. Well, not very young. I think I was probably like 20, old enough to be politically active, but basically like a conservative news outlet did like a poll of like students in universities, being like, hey, which of these is like the biggest threat to world peace? And it was like, you know, Al Qaeda and like ISIS and stuff, and like pretty much every student they asked just said America. And like they fucking refused to release like the poll like after a certain amount of time. They just took it down like we're not putting this up. You can't see this.
That's funny.
I got it beat up bro, I ain't posting that.
Yo, what the fuck, dude?
Well,
The tracker for my order, when I ordered it said like, oh, your food is going to be here in like 20 something minutes, and I was like, yay. And now it says 40.
well, they got busy.
It also says that the deliverer is already on their way,
Huh.
in which case 40 seems insane.
That's weird.
They're not that far away.
He's taking the long way around.
I mean, you can do some good sightseeing, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
I hope they
nice of you
enjoy.
to give them permission.
Of course. No, I'm saying like there, you know, there is good sightseeing to be done.
With your food.
Showing
Showing your food the sights of friggin' Eden.
So, you know, showing this lady's food places it's never seen before.
It tastes better once it's known life.
Yeah. Totally, exactly. It's like how eating food outside is better, you know?
Exactly. This mushroom seems it's gonna be very colourful once it's done.
Yay.
This is like reverse colouring. Well, the colour's already there, you just gotta remove the other stuff. The fucking giggler's still there. Let's pretend we don't see him. He'll go away.
Do y'all know about that part in Alice in Wonderland where it goes into a poem about a walrus and a carpenter who kill a bunch of sentient oysters?
I forgot
Clams.
about that part.
Yeah, that was weird.
Why the fuck they do that?
Because they were very hungry.
It's amazing what you'll forget when it's too weird. Like, yeah, that can't have possibly happened. Moving on.
Well, it didn't happen. It was a story.
That's true.
Which I also just think is so funny. Like, so much of Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass is just characters reciting stories to each other, and the stories are weird. Like, what if this weird story had a weird story in it?
Please, stop meandering. No.
No.
No, I don't think I shall. Here,
No,
let me
would-
go on a 20-minute tangent about this other story.
Absolutely not. Now listen to this story about a spry old man.
Please get to the point. That's the fun part. There is no point.
There is no point.
You're trapped in our universe now. That's in Wonderland. Wouldn't it be fucked up if...
Exactly. I do really like the part. I mean, I like a lot of it. I like all of it. But I like the part where, at the beginning of Through the Looking Glass, Alice reads the Jabberwocky. And there's a bunch of stuff in there that she doesn't get. And then she meets Humpty Dumpty, who's like, I'm so fucking smart. And she's like, oh yeah, you're so smart. Actually, I think he literally goes like, I'm so fucking smart. You could, like, ask me about things. Like, if you have read any kind of, like, poem lately or something, you could totally ask me about it. And she's like, well, I read this one and had a bunch of stuff in it I don't get. And then he just goes on to explain, like, parts of the Jabberwocky. Like, what certain creatures are. And it's just weird stuff. Like, this thing is sort of like a badger, sort of like a lizard. It's got a corkscrew for a nose. And she's like, alright, man.
Whatever you say,
Thanks.
dude. I'm so smart. If you read any poems that you can ask me, and it's just like, are you watching me?
Yeah,
What?
that's so weirdly specific.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, yeah, I have read some. But I don't trust you anymore.
I mean, Humpty Dumpty is like a pompous asshole in it,
Yeah.
which they all are. They're not all pompous assholes.
Just most.
Some of them aren't even necessarily assholes. Like Tweedledee and Tweedledum are just kind of in their own head. But like mostly fine.
No, trust me, bro. I'm so smart. Where are you going?
No, please.
Now I'm gonna do all these pictures I took of her reading the poem.
Ugh.
I had to make sure it's the right poem. Please. No, I'm not weird. I'm not weird.
No, I was taking pictures of the poem. You just happened to be in the frame.
No, come back.
And it's like true. Oh my god, I got my food! Yay!
Yippee.
You mixing?
Once I need to adjust that so quick she's gone. Up. There we go. Chat wouldn't be fucked up if this shit happened. I agree. Mushroom base cleared. God, I'm so thirsty today. I need so much drinky all the time. Actually, I best stop because we're about to hit 20% and Zoe needs to be here to read.
Dinner.
Zoe, thank God you're back.
Hello, everybody. I've got food.
Thank God, we're about to hit 20%, which means it can be text.
Oh, thank God. I was afraid I'd miss it.
Yes.
I actually was thinking about that.
Alright. Let me clean this beautiful butterfly statue. And hopefully we'll hit 20% soon.
Hell yeah.
Stop looking at me! You freak! Get down from there and come fight me like a man!
It's a cat of indeterminate gender.
Fuck this guy. Oh, here we go.
In my original state, I was simply a caterpillar. Of that there could be no doubt. It was self-evident, I think. Therefore, I am.
This guy's a pompous asshole.
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
But now I am in my cocoon. I still think the same, but I am not the same. I am liquid.
Wow, they know how caterpillars do.
It's true.
I think, therefore I jam.
Boo!
Wow!
Boo! Get off the stage!
Thank you, I'll be here all week.
I hope not.
You can't make me leave. Come on, that was a class joke. You can't.
It's
fucking...
bad. No, it's stupid.
10 out of 10 writing, like I said.
Lewis Carroll would fucking never.
What do you mean? Yes, he would quite easily.
He would not say, I think, therefore I jam.
I think if you introduce like the concepts to him, he would quite easily slip into pun territory.
He'd be more elegant about it.
Perhaps. But sometimes elegance is lost on the masses.
Shouldn't be.
Going to relax in pure silence. What the fuck?
That's okay.
No, it's not okay.
Have fun reading Alice, which I assume is what you're gonna do.
I can't believe you prefer pure silence to me. I'm so sad.
I can't believe you prefer pure silence to me.
I'm joking, obviously. I hope you have a nice silence, Muslim.
Bye-bye.
He'd have to get some puntress in first.
Pun wrecked. Yeah, so do you.
What the fuck?
Sorry. Pun wrecked is just so, it's so heavy. So ham-fisted.
So ham-fisted. Okay, well, you do better.
I've been trying to think of one. I
Yes.
can't find one.
You didn't go to pun school like some of us.
Nope. Did you?
Yeah, I went to pun school.
Prove it. Uh-huh.
I'm on the spot. No, you can't do this to me.
You might have gone to pun school, but I think you didn't last more than a year, huh?
What the fuck? You're mean.
I'm sorry.
I also like the idea that pun school takes more than a year to graduate from.
It's a delicate art.
Honestly, it's true. I did flunk out of pun school. I never showed up on time.
You weren't very punctual.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about punctual.
It's...
My favorite part is when Alice said I'm in some sort of Wonderland. Well, that just happened.
Why would you say that?
What? Oh.
RTT Numpad just said. What are we, some sort of Wonderland? Well, that just happened.
It sucks. Good thing nobody's making movie adaptations of Alice in Wonderland anymore. They would definitely do that.
Marvel presents Alice in Wonderland.
I wonder if Marvel's ever done anything with Alice in Wonderland. DC has the Mad Hatter as a villain for Batman.
I remember not long ago I saw a Twitter post. There was a bunch of comic pages from a Captain America book. Where apparently Captain America was fighting like an evil like popular version of himself, which was just the Marvel MCU version, and like the evil MCU version just kept quipping at Captain America, and he had like some sort of like mind control hazards, which made Captain America have to resist to not quip back. And like every so often he would just be fighting the guy and he would just accidentally slip out, well, that just happened. He's right behind me, isn't he?
If that's official, that's insane.
I think that it looked official.
I hope it's official.
He just like several times just, well, he's right behind me, isn't he? Well, that just happened. It's like very funny.
Mm-hmm. I hope that's real. I hope that Marvel allowed their own writers to shit on their own stuff.
That does mean that they're aware they're writing dog shit and have not stopped yet.
Yeah, but
being self-aware of the fact that you're writing dog shit does not excuse you from writing dog shit.
I think there's a divide between the people making the movies and the people making the comics. You know?
Definitely.
So like the people making the comics can, know that the movies are dog shit and even manage to put that into their writing, but it doesn't mean that they have any kind of say over the movies no longer being dog shit.
That's true. Anyway, the outside of the mushroom's looking very pretty. The butterfly statue is very pretty.
Indeed.
Oh, I like the little mosaic texture on it. Oh, it's pretty.
Oh.
We gotta start tackling the main problems here.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's always.
You're only at 29%.
I am, yes.
Holy shit.
I mean, the white rabbit's house went fairly quickly, so hopefully once we get started, like it's a fairly like flat piece of land, so hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Like we've been doing the little picky bits beforehand. I always start with the little picky bits and tackle like the main body of the work.
I see.
For context, Zoe has told me that these kind of games aren't her favorite. She's not big on mundane task simulators.
Yeah, no.
Whereas I
Not
love
for me.
mundane task simulators.
I like more games with more like active progression, I guess.
That's fair. With plot and risk, like Voice of the Void.
Voice of the Void.
What's
or-
MSC?
I don't know. I can see myself getting more into Voices of the Void because there is more stuff going on there.
That's true. My cinema car. I tried my cinema car during my Donathon stream. I could not even work out how to start the car. I didn't even build a car. There was a bike pre-prepared because you have to build the car yourself, and I couldn't even work out to start the bike, and then I started rolling backwards, and after like half an hour I was like, I'm refunding this. This does not seem fun.
Aw.
Yeah. Getting the card to start is like 40% in the game. It's not a game or a good one at that. But I will like good games. I would never play a bad game. Not for
Never?
hours at a time.
Not even Hunt Down the Freedom? Freeman?
Hunt down the freedom? That's
Hunt it down!
That's what we call the 4th of July, baby.
That's when America releases one hog into the wild called Freedom.
Hunt him down. Hunt down the hog. Oh, that reminds me, actually. I meant to talk about this, but one of my Donathon goals was I would learn the Hunt Down the Freeman speedrun. And I didn't do any research into this beforehand. Turns out there isn't one.
Oh!
Yeah. Like, I assumed that someone would have done a Hunt Down the Freeman speedrun.
Yeah, as a joke.
Yeah, but like the latest, there's only like a few people speedrunning it, and they just sort of walk forward and avoid everything. And they're doing that not on the latest version, which is the version I have. They've got a special like release version, which is like really boring and buggy. Even more boring and buggy than the version we currently have. And so you would know what that means.
It's invalid.
No. Instead of learning the Hunt Down the Freeman speedrun, we're gonna make
create it.
the Hunt Down the Freeman speedrun, baby.
Well, that's maybe more exciting.
It is more exciting. I think it's gonna be fun.
Good.
I would say I don't feel a great need to stick so strictly to that one, because the last two were like Kira Cat's donation off stream, and she wasn't even expecting them to like be part of the donathon. But I am gonna go ahead with it, and I am going to make a Hunt Down the Freeman speedrun just because I think that would be fun. If it was a game I did not find enjoyable, I probably wouldn't have stuck to it, but since I do actually find Hunt Down the Freeman somewhat enjoyable, I am willing to write a speedrun for it.
Insane.
Yep. It's not a bad game. I mean, it is a bad game, it's an awful game, but like, at the end of the day, it's still Source Engine shooting and it feels good, so.
Alright. Fair enough.
So chat can look forward in the future to me on stream creating a Hunt Down the Freeman speedrun.
I'm so excited to finally see some Hunt Down the Freeman gameplay through the lens of speedrunning.
Have you never seen Hunt Down the Freeman gameplay?
Nope.
I streamed the whole thing at some point, but I think that's before we met, so.
Probably.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm sorry, but I don't see everything you stream.
What the fuck? This is fucked up.
I'm sorry, Jody. Sometimes I have my own things going on, such as a hospital.
That doesn't seem likely. I'm joking.
Well, I am an unlikely person.
I watch everything you do.
Really?
Yes, when you stream, when you sleep.
Uh-oh.
Right now.
Hi, Jody.
To elaborate. Hello, I'm the caterpillar. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if this is the same voice that I was doing, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, very good. When a caterpillar wraps itself inside a cocoon, it does not simply change from a caterpillar into a butterfly.
That would be too fucked up.
Its head does not simply grow more refined, replete with its long, elegant tongue.
Oh, so elegant.
So very elegant, yes. Its body does not shrink, grow hairy, and sprout wings.
Instead, it fucking melts.
It melts!
Oh, I'm melting. Help.
Hunt down the free
Oh
but the
no,
minnows
the
you might
process
be
is
like.
far
Hunt
more
down the female.
singular than that.
Butterflies are fucked up.
Seriously. I know that I earlier was like, haha, who am I? He says that because it's a question that Alice asked him, like, who are you?
Yeah.
And he kept it being like, who are you? But also, the angle that they're taking here of the caterpillar, like, contemplating what it means to go through the metamorphosis and crystallize and all that shit.
Yeah.
You could take that in a more interesting angle because in the book, she says that to him because she keeps changing with the shrinking and growing and stuff, and she's like, "This is weird as fuck." And he's like, "I don't think it is." And, you know, skill issue basically is what he says.
Skill issue.
And then she says like, "Oh yeah, well I think once you get into a cocoon and become a butterfly, that's gonna be fucking weird for you." And he's like, "Nah."
Nah, I'm too smart and logic.
Yeah, he basically just goes like, "Nah, it wouldn't be weird for me. I would be okay." So you could make that a thing here of like, "Oh my god, she made me question it all, and now I'm here, and now I'm not as steely minded as I was before."
And that's why
you know?
he's mad at Alice.
Well, yeah, you could use that, but that doesn't seem like they're doing that.
I think he's just mad at Alice because the mushroom's dirty.
Yeah. Screaming reaction, I will agree. I do like moths a little bit more than butterflies.
Moths are very cool.
I love a moth girl, you know?
Me too. They're so fluffy.
They're so fluffy.
Shout out to the fluffy moth girls.
Shout out to fluffy moth girls. And they have 4 arms with which to hug you.
That's true. It's all about the girls.
It's all about the girls, Chad. It's not always about the money Spider-Man.
Sometimes it's about the girls.
It's about the girls.
Sometimes it's about the babes.
Shout out the girls.
Shout out to girls.
Slash
Do not shout out whatever Twitch account girls is. Those alien bastards gonna pay for stealing our babes.
Alice is gonna pay for stealing our babes. Not a thing she did. Just a thing they're saying. They're just making shit up about her eventually. She ruined the crops and burned our houses down. It's like, really? No. But are we gonna wait around until she does?
She burned our houses down, really? No, Bill did that, but she calls it.
Exactly.
Fucking Bill. Bill and his pyromaniac fucking tendencies.
He's cool for that.
He's so cool for that, though. We forgive him because he's so cool for that. We love a bit of pyromania here on this channel, gang. If you're not into pyromania, then you're in the wrong place. I'm not sure I mentioned it, but I asked Maven to add this lighter to my model, to my PNG, because in real life I do often just stim with a lighter, in a very safe manner.
Naturally.
Naturally. I don't know what makes it safe, but I'm sure it is. The igniter. What makes it safe is that it's me doing it, and I couldn't possibly ever harm anything.
Of course.
I could never mishandle fire. I'm too experienced with it. When I was a kid, I also had a habit of playing with matches. And once I was just like lying on the sofa, like just idly lighting matches. And then my sister came in, and because she startled me, I dropped a match on the carpet and it burned a big hole in the carpet. And my parents didn't believe me that was her fault for startling me. Apparently it's my fault for playing with matches, which I think is unfair.
I agree.
This is a true story, and it's also true that I was like very, very insistent at the time that it was her fault for startling me and not my fault for playing matches. And I've decided that I'm still right for that. I think I would have been perfectly safe playing with matches if it wasn't her fault.
Yeah, I agree.
I can be trusted among our fire. I've had so much experience.
Arterial Red says, I hate to have to remind you, but you used to have a light a match redeem and then proceeded to drop a match on stream, leading to some flailing.
That didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
That's
I feel like it did though, but okay.
No, you might. Facts don't care about your feelings, though.
Nobody cares about my feelings.
That's not true. I care about your feelings. Just facts.
Got him.
What the fuck? 1 second.
Chat, can you hear the hookah? It calls to us, chat.
1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. Chat! We were asked earlier this stream what our favorite Alice in Wonderland characters were. But what are your favorite Alice in Wonderland character? Plural. One for each. And no doubles. You think you know your fave character? Well, do you? Do you know your fave character? Because then you should just say, I know my favorite character. You can just say, I think I know my favorite character, because that is not the same thing. Sorry, my favorite character, what? What? Mad Hatter, Fun Choice. And you're the Cheshire Cat. And that worm guy. The Caterpillar? Worm guy. You mean the Caterpillar, right? Is there a different... Am I forgetting someone? Him, right. We've sort of, like, been talking to him. Also, a thing that I think is interesting with the often melding of Avengers in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass is that people will, instead of having the Queen of Hearts, have the Red Queen, because the second book has the Red Queen as a character. But then they don't include the White Queen, because the first game has
I'm back.
welcome back. The first book has a deck of cards as like one of the central design elements, whereas the second book has chess. So you have the Red and White Queen, and Alice, being a pawn, wants to get across Wonderland so she can become a queen too, like a pawn in chess.
Ah. Anyway,
And then she's a queen, and it sucks.
Anyway, you wanted to make me. You made me want to light a match, but I can't find my matches. I'm sad.
No. Ah, too bad, Chad. We're spared another hole in the carpet today.
What the fuck? It's fine. I've got my lighter here. I can light that.
Good.
Hell yeah.
My only reference to Alice in Wonderland is the Disney version and the Tim Burton version, which is also a Disney version, but I understand what you mean. Tenements Forge, that's very sad. I recommend that you seek some other material, perhaps the original book, which it's just online. You can just find it online.
Why does everyone blow me up all the time? I'm so nice
Funny.
to everyone. No.
Funny.
No, it's
Funny.
not funny. It makes me sad.
Funny.
Why? Why'd you insist?
I mean, I'm not doing it. I'm not touching you. It's chat.
They're not touching me?
No, I'm not blowing you up.
Oh. Well, if you're not touching me, what's that hand on my shoulder?
Oh no!
Bum, bum, bum.
It's the ghost of Twitch.
Oh no, it's man hand hook car door.
Yes, the ghost of Twitch. Same guy.
Same guy, same voice actor.
I forgot the horror beat 'em up game. I assume you're talking about Alice Madness Returns because that one has a combat system with dodge rolls and shit.
Remember in Alice Madness Returns when the white rabbit just pops up and it's like, Alice, the madness has returned. You've got to come back and beat it. And Alice.
That is what happens in Alice Madness Returns.
And Alice rolls up her sleeves, just like, looks like it's Alicing time.
Back for one last.
I keep trying to get out and they keep pulling me back in. Just one last job.
But did you know that is basically which is what fucking happens in Alice Madness
I
Returns?
did not. That's very funny.
Yeah.
Alice, the madness has returned.
It's because, so, in American McGee's Alice games, Wonderland is a representation of Alice's mental and spiritual state, or well, not spiritual, I guess.
It's all in
mental
the head,
and
I see.
emotional. It's all in her head.
Okay.
Which that is also an overdone trope
Yeah.
with Alice in Wonderland. Ooh, it's all in her head. But yeah, it is though.
What do you mean it is? No, it's real.
It's quite heavily implied that it's just a dream, you know?
I know.
It's not 100% confirmed, but yeah. It's just that most of the time they don't do anything interesting with it. But by making American McGee's Alice a sequel to Alice in Wonderland, they actually make it much more interesting by putting a traumatic event that makes her suffer survivor's guilt after the first book and before the start of this game. You get a very good explanation as to why Wonderland is like this now.
I see.
And it also still manages to be quite faithful to the writing style and the time that the book the books take place.
Yeah.
So it fits. It works in that way. And then by the end of the first game, it's great job, Alice. You have solved your mental issues by fighting it. Hooray!
Just
but
one
it's
last job.
But I don't know. There's sort of this implication that it's not really good. And then the second game, it's that's not actually how you solve it.
That's not how you solve your mental issues. Sorry, Alice. We've led you astray once again.
But don't worry, she goes to therapy now. But it turns out the therapist is actually just breaking her further on purpose, and that's why she has to go back.
They keep pulling me back in.
It's sort of it's not quite, but it's sort of like a Psychonauts 2 situation where the second game looks at it a little bit more critically, or more seriously, and with more research and stuff.
Fair enough. I know very little about Psychonauts, but I haven't streamed it because I do not enjoy Psychonauts at all.
That's so sad.
It is. I like the concept of Psychonauts. I find the gameplay has aged extremely poorly, and is extremely unfun platforming.
See, I don't think so.
Fair enough.
Personally, but maybe I just like platformers more.
It was one of the first games I streamed because I'd never played it, and I was like, oh, maybe good to stream my first playthrough of Psychonauts. I still had the 3D model back then, and I did 2 streams of it, and I eventually got to a level where I was like, you know what, this ain't worth my fucking time. This is both boring as shit and very frustrating, and I just
Do you
quit.
remember what level it was?
I think there was a guy that thought he was Napoleon, and there was a board of
Oh, well, you got quite far, I gotta say.
Yeah, I got quite far.
Like one more stream would have probably done it.
Yeah, and I didn't, but I was, like I said, I wasn't really enjoying any of it, so.
Waterloo is not the best level. It is the most tedious and just does not, like, you're just playing a different game, but they're making you be a platforming character anyway.
Yeah.
It does not work. It's sort of funny, but it doesn't really work well. Sorry, Alice. Turns out violence isn't the answer to solving your mental issues.
You're wrong. Beat some
What if
more
I did
people.
a little bit of more violence, though?
No, Alice, no. Kills people. What if I had a gun?
She does get a gun in the second game.
Fuck yeah.
It's a pepper gun.
Time to solve my mental issues. Time to reach nirvana through violence. Alice, no, you need therapy. The only therapy I need is some cold steel in my hand.
And she gets therapy, and it makes things worse.
It's just, see, never go to therapy, gang. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Buy a gun instead.
But yeah, my
Hang on, you didn't elaborate. Why is the therapist trying to make her worse?
I'd have to replay it. I don't exactly remember. I think just because he's like a freak and he's just using. He's a child psychiatrist or a therapist or whatever, and he's just using them to experiment. I think. Like he specifically, instead of trying to fix Wonderland and lock it away, he's just trying to. No, okay. What it was, I think, is just he's trying to like reshape her entirely, like not just fix her issues, but just to change her personality. So Wonderland is being destroyed, but Wonderland is her mind.
You see, whilst you've been working, I have completely deconstructed myself.
Cool, how's that going?
Well, I will tell you in a moment. I am now a liquid, which simultaneously remembers both what it was to be a caterpillar and what it is to be a butterfly.
Cool.
So, is the question still, who am I or what am I?
You are Goop.
I am Goop.
I am simply a Goop. Anyway, I think it'd be extremely funny if like the psychiatrist is trying to make her worse, and then the twist ending is that it like pans out on the doctor's office and it just says Dr. Lewis Carroll and he's writing it all down.
Stupid.
This bitch has some good ideas. I'm gonna write this down. What a twist. It was a prequel all along.
Dude, that's crazy because it was a sequel first. It's a cycle.
It's a cycle of violence.
That is actually kind of an interesting concept of a work of fiction that gets a sequel that leads to the work of fiction being created. It's, endless cycle.
The endless cycle. Doc, I don't think this
Homestuck.
Doc, I don't think this therapy is helping. And then he's like, okay, but what if you imagine yourself as an anime character? Like, what? No, trust me. I need to write this down. Okay, but what if you had a gun? What? No, trust me.
What if you were scary and there was a talking cow skull? Huh? Bear with me.
Imagine if you were sitting next to Johnny Depp. What? Trust me. I don't think you're a very good psychiatrist. No, please, I need this.
A psychiatrist. I'm a writer.
I'm a writer. I just bought a yacht. I need to pay off this yacht. Tell me more about your mental problems. Did you do the thing with Johnny Depp? That's gonna make me bank.
One thing that's really interesting to me about how the second game ends also is that Wonderland and the real world meld for her.
Uh-huh.
And it's framed as a positive development, but not necessarily a good thing.
That's fair.
Like better, you know, because it sort of implies like, oh, she is, you know, more in tune with herself now. And
But she is still deeply mentally ill.
she's still mentally ill. Absolutely. It's interesting to me. Like, what are we getting out of this? You know?
I don't know. I think that I think that's fine. Like I feel like there could stand to be more games about mental illness where the mental illness just isn't solved. Like,
Oh no, absolutely. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying like, what a weird ending. Because like, what has she really achieved now?
she's slightly more schizophrenic, I guess.
She kills the doctor guy, so that's good.
Oh, so she's going to jail as well.
Nah,
Nah, it's fine. No one liked him.
it's the fucking. It's the whatever times. It's Victorian era London, dude.
You killed Lewis Carroll? Who's that?
Well, you know, he had aspirations of being a great writer. Lewis Carroll was not his name, by the way. It's a pen name, but I always forget what his actual name was
Yeah, me too.
because it's not in any of the books.
I mean, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the actual name was. If you wanted to go by Lewis Carroll with his writings, then that's the name we use.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, you're right. I don't think anyone should get away with changing their name.
Hey, what the hell? Don't think you should be saying that.
Why?
Well, trans rights.
Lewis Carroll's transgender?
For sure, dude.
Whoa!
I mean, have you seen his hair?
I haven't. I must.
Here, I'm sending you an image of him. He's got some hair, dude.
Yeah, he does. That's quite an androgynous appearance, I'd say, for the time period.
Right?
Like, that could be a girl. If you told me that was a girl, I'd be like, yeah, sure.
Right. Yeah, the doctor was also heavily implied to have been a child groomer, so it was fine to kill him. Yep.
Oh, okay. What a bad doctor.
Well, yeah.
No wonder the madness returned.
Right.
Alice, you have to kill the madness before the madness kills you.
Oh yeah, man! It's just been way too long since I've played Madness Returns. Reading this now, I'm like, I don't know if this is good or not. So
Okay.
I talked earlier about how American Keys Alice, the first game, works because as like a dark interpretation of Alice in Wonderland, because it's a sequel that
Yeah.
puts a traumatizing event in between the books and this game. Which is that the mansion Alice lives in burns down, and she is the only survivor.
Okay.
So her family all dies. And she gets horrible survivor's guilt, and it fucks her up.
Makes sense.
So in the second game,
not only is the doctor a child groomer and stuff, but it turns out that he did it.
What?
He did the fire.
Why?
Well, it doesn't say so here on the wiki. I'd have to play it again. Probably like insurance money or something. I don't know. And so he is trying to erase Wonderland from Alice's mind because, or basically erase her mind because then she won't have those memories anymore, and thus she wouldn't be able to eventually figure out that he did it. But then she figures it out, and then kills him, and therefore her survivor's guilt is solved.
Oh, never mind then.
Because she finds out that, she doesn't have to be guilty because it was this asshole that did it, that tried to kill them all, and she managed to survive and
That's
kill
not how
him.
survivor's
That's-
guilt works.
No, that's actually not good.
Like, you don't fix survivor's guilt by killing the person that fucking did the problem. Like, you still survived, you still feel guilty about that.
I mean, like, it's, at the end it is stated that, like, she's not fully okay yet, but I feel like at that point it's just because she's been fucked up for so long.
Yeah.
What I don't like is that she has all this horrible trauma, all these mental issues, and the way of solving it is finding out that a guy did it and then killing him.
Yeah.
I know it's a video game, so you gotta have a thing to fight, which is kind of funny to say about American Alice Madness Returns,
Yeah.
a game with several boss fake outs and only one actual boss fight, but
That's funny.
Issues like that, it just works better for the story when it's actual character development that solves it and not killing a guy.
Yeah. I don't see why the guy had to have burned on the mansion. Why couldn't he have just been a bad psychiatrist? There's plenty of those around at that time period.
Yeah, he was definitely also that. The fact that there was another sequel planned probably should tell you how helpful killing the guy was for her mental state. Yeah. The next one was going to be called Asylum, so I don't think she was completely cured yet, but still.
The next one's gonna be called Alice. Turns out got other stuff going on. Turns out there's still other things going on.
I do really wonder what it would have been like, considering, she ends the second game with her mind melding the dream space of Wonderland in the real world. And like, the story aside, I really love how that game has this contrast between the real world and Wonderland. Because the first game is all in Wonderland. It all takes place in Wonderland, but the second game has sections where you're in London.
Yeah.
And
that's worse. Because you're in London.
and it's Victorian era London. It's much worse.
Alice, maybe tea will help.
The fuck's a London? Quick, the GIF.
Oh, right, of course, the GIF. There. This is a London.
Yeah. The way London, but the way that Wonderland is more so than the first game, which makes sense given that she, had come to terms with Wonderland more at the end of the first game, is really quite a beautiful and wondrous place for most of it. And it's more so like being invaded by weird shit, weird, gross, bad shit. In contrast with London, which is just horrible and grimy and ugly, and it's all browns and grays and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really very effective. And it does a great job of answering the question, like, yeah, why would she want to keep Wonderland?
Yeah.
It's because it's a nice
London
place.
Sucks.
It's because London sucks, and so at least she has a nice place in her mind.
Yeah. That's the best place to have a nice place, because it means it's always with you.
That's right. So regular London? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just, London has not changed a bit since the Victorian era. This is a fact.
It's true. You know, when you go for a fun tour through the London catacombs, there's also, you know, if you're lucky, you can find a wheelbarrow full of plague victims. You know.
It's true. Every day I step out of my front door and a young pauper's son is like, "Oh, governor, I need to clean your chimney," and I just give him a kick and like, "Get off, you scruffy little ruffian."
Whoa, chimney kicking, just like in Alice in Wonderland, dude.
Whoa!
Whoa, sick reference.
I'm like, "Fuck off, you weird little lizard."
To say that to a little orphan boy. Fuck off, you weird little lizard.
Oh, governor,
Messed
you're
up.
not fun. Oh, this could take me a few trips to Dr. Carroll to fix it, will it, Will?
Oh no! Child, no, come back!
Anyway, text.
Oh,
The sound of your work is so soothing. I'm feeling altogether more myself again. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everyone had a cocoon in which to pop whenever the world got a little too much?
Can be made of plushies.
please.
I'm sure dear Alice could do with one about now.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially since the madness returned.
I wonder where she's got to.
It's gonna be a boss fight at the end where it's just Alice throwing a tantrum.
I mean, there's gonna be a boss fight where the, right now, when I finish this and the caterpillar bursts out and it as a better place, like, now I cast my bullet hell waves at you. Pew, pew.
Yes, you've fallen right into my trap. I have made my entire house horribly filthy to buy myself time for my grand transformation.
I have now become more logical than ever.
I can do math.
I've changed my profile picture to Ben Shapiro.
I've changed my profile picture to the thinker.
The thinker.
Is it the name of the statue?
Yeah.
Yeah. People with that profile picture cannot be trusted.
Facts don't care about your feelings, dipshit. Now die.
I can't believe the caterpillar would do that. I
Can't
thought he was like a nice guy, you know?
believe the madness would return.
I can't believe the McGee is American.
That's fucked up.
On the 4th of July, you can't be having that.
It's his birthday.
It's his birthday.
It's American McGee's birthday. It's American McGee's Alice's birthday. He owns it.
It's American McGee's Alice Madness Returns Asylum's birthday.
Yeah,
Wow.
Well, we're nearly done.
Yay. I mean, we still have quite a while to go, I'd say.
It's fine.
I don't think we'll ever be done.
Once we've done this, we will call it a day, and we'll do the next 3 another time.
Okay.
Presuming you want to be here for the next 3 as well.
I'd like to see what they have in store, yes.
Yeah. There is only 6 of them, so
Like, the tea party is definitely gonna be one.
Mhm.
And then I would assume the courtroom.
perhaps.
Then I'm not immediately sure about the third. Or, what not the third. 'Cause
The asylum.
The asylum. The insane asylum. Like you could have the castle court, where they do the flamingo cricket.
The flamingo cricket. Traditional
Which-
British pastime.
I used to not know what cricket was
Okay.
So I just thought it was like, oh haha, this is like a funny, wacky version of golf because it's Wonderland.
Cricket's nothing like golf.
Yeah, well, I didn't fucking know what cricket was.
Do you know what
I
it
just
is
like,
now?
oh, they have these little sticks and they're hitting a ball.
I think
you know,
following
like-
A games. Come.
What?
I said thank you for following A games.
Hey,
It's games over here.
hey, it's games over here. Cricket is a little guy you can find outside. Thank you, Val.
Just like in Pinocchio.
You're so smart. And what?
In Pinocchio.
What's Pinocchio?
It's like Pinocchio, but I said it wrong.
Did you know that in the original story, the cricket is in like one chapter and then he gets beat to death with a hammer by Pinocchio?
I did know that because you told me when we went to the Efteling.
That makes sense. I think it's a very funny fun fact.
Fuck that cricket, to be honest, fam.
True.
Get rid of it. Beat it to death with hammers. Oh boy, I love being a cricket. I hope no one beats me to death with hammers. Oh god!
Oh no! Also, good job, Lucina, on recognizing that the Cheshire Cat is normal size in this scenario. In this scene.
It's true. You did not. You said he was giant earlier.
Did I?
You did, yes. You said I'm
thought
glad they kept they made it correct so the Cheshire Cat is giant.
I thought I just said like that they kept the proportions in mind.
I thought you called
Or
it that.
circumstances or something.
Twitch keeps recommending your stream, I keep forgetting to follow. Well, Twitch keeps recommending your stream for a reason, because it's awesome.
Hell
It's the
yeah!
best stream on Twitch. Welcome.
Hell yeah!
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Yay.
I hope you enjoy what you see, and you see what you enjoy.
So, the scenes that we have left right now, the next major scene is the Duchess. But people usually don't like acknowledge that scene that much. And it's not a particularly interesting scene if you're just gonna cleaning it, because it's just like a mansion.
What if you're cleaning the Duchess? Like she's just stood there and you have to power wash her. She's like, help, Alice made me filthy.
That could be fun.
Get fucking down here now.
She's a boss fight in American McGee's Alice, because she wants to eat Alice.
What the fuck?
She's a cannibal. I don't know. She looks weird. It's awesome. After that, we have the tea party, of course. So that's definitely gonna be in here. God, that's gonna be a pain in the ass, right? With all the tiny little cups and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
And then we get to the castle. So then it's time for cricket.
The way this game usually works is that it gets the DLCs get like you start off with a fairly small one and then it gets bigger and bigger as you go on. The base game doesn't do that. The base game it obviously gets bigger and bigger as you go on, but also like it sprinkles little jobs in here and there. But the DLCs are fairly linear in their progression as far as I can tell, if they're anything like it, so we'll see. Like the Lara Croft one was ridiculous. Like you start with like cleaning a bunch of Lara Croft's cars, and then it slowly builds up to please clean the entire front of my mansion.
But no like cool temples or anything like that.
No cool temple. She just says you clean her house.
Ooh, what's the point?
You do get to clean her obstacle course. Like remember the original PS1
yeah,
Tomb
alright,
Raiders?
okay.
Like I think it's in Tomb Raider 2 with the weird butler that followed you around and.
Yeah, you can trap him in the freezer.
I never did that as a kid. It never occurred to me to trap him in the freezer. Like I found him like creepy and I always run away from him.
I didn't play Tomb Raider enough as a kid to do that.
That's fair. I never got past the first level of Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 2. All I would do is boot up, realize how hard I found the game, and then just fuck around in the mansion.
I think that's normal.
Yeah. Then I'd go back to playing Duke Nukem 3D, which is the other game I had as a kid on the PS1. And I think if my parents knew what video games were, they wouldn't have let me have Duke Nukem 3D for the PS1.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, so the Duchess, the Tea Party, so the Tea Party's definitely in here. And then it's the Cricket. And then it's the Mock Turtle story. But I can see that one happening because that's just like buy some rocks at the beach.
Just killing the entire beach. Yo, this thing's gonna give me a 1-up for real, for real.
Oh, for real, for real. And then it's the courtroom. So
I guess
I'm
we'll
very
see
curious to see.
what they give us.
Yeah,
Oh, this thing's gonna make me bigger for real, for real.
it is as in Wonderland. So
Yeah, that's true.
man, I'm looking through the book. In the courtroom, like speaking of getting bigger, it's so fucking funny when she. Because as the court case is going on, she just like starts to grow slowly.
Yeah.
And everybody around her is just annoyed.
Yeah. When Alice started growing in court.
I know. they
she-
literally just go like, you shouldn't be doing that in here. It's so funny to me that all
You
the
know how
animals around are
fucking
just
rude
like,
that is?
excuse me?
Excuse me? In public? How dare you? This girl has simply no manners.
Indeed. And she's like, no, I got a lot of manners. I was taught them. No.
No, you're growing in public, you freak. Gonna do that in court next time? Look, okay, we'll let you off a warning. Just stop doing that.
It's very annoying.
It's very annoying. You're scaring the hose.
No. See, that's it. Like, they're not scared. They're not worried. They're just annoyed.
They're annoyed that she's scaring the hose.
They're annoyed that she's annoying the host.
That she's annoying the hose. You wouldn't annoy the hose, would you, Zoe?
I prefer not to.
Exactly. Hose will love me. Would they love you if you grew weirdly? I don't think so.
If you grew annoyingly.
If you grew annoyingly. God, you're always doing this shit.
Can't take you anywhere.
Can't take you anywhere, you're always growing. Me when my child doesn't fit the clothes I brought on the day of birth. I'd be an awful parent.
Probably. I'm a great parent, though. I love my kids.
Your kids are all plushies.
I have kid plushies of them.
Uh-huh.
They are fictional characters that have plushies of them.
Have
it's
you
different.
have you raised these kids?
Well, I mean,
Were
adoption
you there when,
doesn't.
were you there when they needed you?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Where were you, huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I'd signed up for equal custody of these children.
I mean, I'm just saying, you know. I'm not the stepmom. You know, I'm the,
You're the
I'm the
mom
legal,
who's-
normal mom.
You're the mom who spent money on the plushies.
Ping, 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 ping.
Me when I ping.
Ping.
We'd never ping, would you, Zoe? In public?
Everyone's gonna be so annoyed.
That's gonna be so fucking annoying. Get tridented, idiot. I fucking love the trident monster.
It looks so good.
It is, why would you ever want a power? What is this power wash attachment for? Like in case you want to clean 3 things slightly, in case you want to blast a Weezer but not one guy.
In case you're fighting against Sonic Heroes.
Yo. Excuse me, Sonic Heroes.
It's
Could you
so-
line up perfectly distant apart? Oh, sure.
When, yeah, man, no problem.
Ah,
okay.
I'm wet.
When you're firing, it sounds like there's just sort of like background noise also, just like ambience. But then you stop and it's so eerily quiet.
Yeah. That's crickets. I'm chirping.
This is weird. This is fucked up. You can't keep doing this.
It's such a relaxing game. I find this game relaxing at least.
That's good.
Do you find it relaxing?
If I was playing, I'd be bored out of my fucking mind.
Fair enough.
But I'm enjoying this time just hanging out.
Just hang out, talk about some Wonderland. That's good. See, this is like what I was saying. You know, it's you know, it may not be the most exciting game in the world, but it's good for hanging out, just chatting. You know.
Oh yeah, I forgot they have concept art at the back of this manga book.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
See, here's the reason that I don't just do straight just chatting streams and instead play games like this, because I have the need to be doing something at all times. So if I'm just doing a just chatting stream, I'm just sitting here talking, then I'm like, damn, I need to be doing something with my hands. And that's gonna be like, that's gonna either be playing with a lighter, which is gonna be really annoying on the mic, or like something else. And so it's like, well, why don't I just play a video game instead?
Yeah, it's fair.
Well, I'm just chatting.
Yeah, I know a lot of streamers do that.
Yeah. That's what made the long drive grow my channel, baby, because I'm so good at chatting.
Maybe that's why I don't play these kinds of games, because I don't think I'm good at chatting.
Oh.
Even though people tell me I am, and they're probably right.
I mean, you managed to talk about Alice in Wonderland for long enough.
Yeah, but I need a catalyst.
I mean, so does everyone.
Yeah, but I feel like if it's just me chatting, I don't have that. See, it's because there's someone else directly talking to me.
That's fair. Like, back in the early days, my just chatting streams were awful because I didn't have enough of an audience to sustain them. So, like, I'd go live and talk about the thing I had planned, and then I'd run out of it, and, like, there'd be no one watching to prompt anything new. But these days, like, most of the time in chat, like, we'll bring up something and be like, oh, hell yeah, finally, there's a conversation topic.
Right, yeah.
Like, things lead on to the other pretty naturally. There's a pretty natural flow to them once you get into them, I think. Maybe you should try a couple, see how you do.
Ah, but what if I do it wrong?
Then who cares?
I care.
I mean, that's fair, but like, there's the square root, so I have no idea even how a square root works.
Don't bring math in here, I'm scared. I also have no idea how a square root works. Learn it once, maybe. I mean, like, during my college math exam, which was not any kind of advanced math, it was literally just like, what's 17 times 12? I don't know. You know? I got a 2 out of 10 on the final exam for college. I'm very bad at math. I might have even been allowed to use my calculator.
And you still fucked it up.
I still fucked it up.
But no, see, you did it just there. Like, Carrot Cat provided a catalyst, and you started the conversation with it.
It was Lucina.
Lucina, sorry.
But yes.
And that's how it goes. I'm sure if you had the need to, you could have kept going with that. So, and
Maybe.
That's just how you do it.
Wow! Yay! Good job.
Look at it, so pretty now.
Wow! Wow!
Fuck you!
Can you explain the concept of imaginary numbers? Can you?
What do you mean by measuring numbers?
I don't know. That's what Zena said, and Val says something that enforces the concept of them being real.
I see. Text. Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
This is your part.
I was like, why did you say text?
You're playing the caterpillar, remember?
Yes, of course I remember this. Not a speck of millipede footfall to be found. How wonderful! I stand emerged from my chrysalis atop the mushroom in a glorious sunny spot. My wings are sprouted. You should see them. They look finer than a haberdasher's curtains. And just in time, too, if I'm not mistaken. It appears to be exactly the moment to discover just how much bigger the world really is.
Now, what's next? The tea
Mad
party.
Tea party. That makes sense.
Okay, so then I guess it'll be tea party, castle grounds, courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
That does seem logical. But
Uh-huh.
that will be for another time.
Indeed.
Thank you everyone for coming. I hope you had a fun time. Please follow down below if you haven't already. I was down below for my Tumblr, my Discord. I post every time I go live. Zoe, tell the audience about yourself.
Wait, hold on. I want to check something.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure to write about that, but now I want to make sure.
Then maybe I will tell the audience about you.
No.
No, you don't.
Yes, they actually have the location correct. It is in the March Hare's garden. It's not. A lot of people just assume it's the Mad Hatter's house, but it's explicitly not. Anyway, hi, I am Zoe Gone Queen.
It's true.
I stream also.
Sure you do. When do you stream
Yay.
next?
Well, my next stream is going to be on Friday.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a continuation of my Frogun Encore playthrough. It is a wonderful little PSX style platformer that captures that like classic vibe of like the kind of like a level based platforming that like Crash Bandicoot has, like no other.
I'm impressed. Usually you don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
I'm glad you do, though.
Thank you.
Anyway, if that's everything, we're going to rage AOL.
Yay!
Because today is AOL's streamiversary.
Wow! Oh my god.
Yeah. And we're going to raid into that. Yeah, we will continue this sometime when Zoe's available. Because obviously we need our resident Alice in Wonderland expert to judge this adaptation. How's it doing so far?
I think it's pretty good. Whatever discrepancies there are minimal, and I think the concept is quite fun of the Wonderland inhabitants hiring a guy to come clean all the bullshit that Alice fucked up and just kind of being mad about her.
Yeah.
I think that's funny and in line with the type of writing that the book has.
Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Even if that's not what the White Rabbit's house looks like, but whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah, it is. It's okay.
Yes.
That is not the sort of thing I would make a fuss about.
We'll see you all next time. Thank you for coming. Bye bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.